All right, there we go. Stream is kicked off. Audio is unmuted. Players are all wrangled into place. I think it is about time to get this kicked off. Hello, everybody. It has been a while, both me streaming and any sort of regularity due to real life getting in the way, with work basically hamstringing me from doing anything besides working all day, getting up at 3 a.m., going home, falling asleep, waking up the next morning. And so I'm very happy to be back. I'm also very happy to be back GMing for my lovely players. And thank you for all of you who are making a return visit, not losing interest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, welcome back to Fate Phase, our tabletop Fate game, simulated in DnD 5e. Here with me, I have my 6 players. We have Pebby, Jules, Corbin, Matt, Jacob, and Lynn.
Hello, everyone. We missed you.
Hello.
I missed you all.
Hello there.
Hello.
There are no leashes, there are no whips, and I am not Dungeon Daddy.
So, interesting that I see that a time away has allowed the horny to infect the chat room.
No, it is. It's no infection. It just what do you call it? It's steeped. It festered.
Minor outburst.
It was just it was.
Okay. I need to invisible touch chat. There we go.
You know, your profile picture now on the site does give off Dungeon Daddy vibes.
There's no.
Desperazione, Julian.
No.
There's my one comment for today. There you go.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
For reference, unlock that. For reference, the image that they're referring to is this one. Because apparently it's a little too evil for their liking.
Makes it slightly less evil.
What, by diffusing it with horny?
That's true. Nothing stops something
Yeah.
from being just as scary by putting some horny on it.
You know, just two traces of blush on it, I'd be terrified.
Don't actually. That's a good. Write that down. Write that down.
Just put a pair of just put some eyelashes on it, and it's immediately more sex. There's immediately more sex appeal.
That's actually true.
So yeah, that is not an excuse for you to draw me in horny mode.
That is 100 excuse.
No.
That is 100% an excuse.
For the love of God, don't get the artist ideas. They're
How
already
many For however many artists are in there right now, just understand that it's a thing. You can yassify Rami.
Let's see. No. I'm drawing the line. First of all, catching up with chat. Let's see. Cute shark. Yeah, Ari's been going on and on about how they have a shark merfolk. They want to have any excuse to play in the D&D 5e game. Which I think one of our friends said, sure, let me get a D&D 5e campaign kicked off in a desert region. Let's see. If there's any consolation, Q, I will call you Daddy. Please don't. I am neither old enough nor inclined that way.
Rami comes back. Hi, everybody.
It makes me especially uncomfortable when it's women who are like significantly younger than me. Where it's like, wow, yeah. It actually makes me uncomfortable.
That is when you
like,
cast them back into the pit.
Yeah. Like I can understand like there being a certain like fascination or kink. But like from an intellectual standpoint, when I'm standing here with no horny flooding my system and no hormones going around, I take a step back and I look at it and I go, wow, you're fantasizing about having sex with one of your family relations.
God.
Home Alabama playing the distance.
I love that this was just
I'm
like
right
Rami.
here.
This is Rami's comeback stream. Like, yeah.
Yet another. Yet a
He's
me.
like, I'm so happy to be here,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, horny.
Yeah.
Like,
And at which point this goes from tabletop to kink shaming.
Next on the
Kink
list.
shaming is
Sorry,
my.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's a DF.
The fuck's a DF?
Okay.
What did you roll?
What did you roll? Yeah.
DF is
I
not.
don't know.
Dice
DF is
fudge.
not a
Oh,
die
dice-
type.
Dice fudge.
That's just the auto lose die F.
Someone gonna die tonight.
Dice fudge.
You're hitting
Okay,
F
but-
instead of something.
Yeah, I like that the F, the 5D F was null, 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 zero. There was one. So there's a chance you don't fail on an F.
Don't kink shame
Does
anyone.
that, mean
Unless,
there's a D- does that mean DWs exist?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
This cat says, "Hey, don't kink shame anyone unless their kink is degradation. In which case, they should be very, very ashamed."
Oh,
No, that defeats the point. They like it then.
1DW is a 1.
Roll.
Wow,
Two
a
DB.
W is a yeah.
Damn it.
Oh. Ari, thank you for subscribing and becoming a quest icon. I very much appreciate it. And giving me your hard-earned money. It's mine now. You can't have it. Also, terrible financial decision. Why did you do that?
Why did I do that?
Ah!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that's how much damage I'll be doing.
And I got one Nat 64 and one Nat 1.
Nat 64.
Let's get Nintendo up in this
Jesus
bitch.
Christ.
Right.
Someone
Alright,
someone
hey.
rolls at you.
I'm
You are
excited.
immediately obligated to go, ooh.
Ooh. All right.
Banana.
Are you all ready, everybody? I'm ready.
First of all, from the Peanut Gallery, from the Peanut Gallery, is the sound okay? Do I sound blown out? Do I sound too quiet? Are my players all right? And there goes. Is that the Probot, Don?
That was probably the Probot.
That was
Yeah,
Probot.
That was Probot.
Goodbye, bot.
That's a great way of. That's great financial. Financial planning. Use your unemployment benefits to subscribe to some schmuck on Twitch.
The government doesn't know, and that means they can't hurt.
Oh yeah, I recently found out actually, because I have been for a while now. I've been suffering from various long-running physical issues that aren't technically severe enough to be considered chronic issues. For a time on my job, I was working 20-hour weeks instead of the 30-hour weeks I normally work. About a year ago, I switched back to the 30-hour weeks, but for some reason, the contract, despite getting a new contract that put me back on 30 hours, the pay didn't change. So for like the last year, I've been paid as if I've been working 10 hours less. So currently in the works of getting that sorted out with the company, which will be. Anyway,
Yeah,
you-
definitely good.
you,
That'll be a nice little chunk.
you good, Mr. Spastic Archer?
You monkey braining. You're monkey braining, baby.
Is Archer's ping is fucking up, so he's just teleporting.
Just rubber banding across the
Archer-
area. Anyway, so we have a. I'm currently in talk. Like, when I get it back, I will be getting in the works with the company to make sure I am reimbursed. It's going to be, feasibly speaking, it's going to be a difference of a few thousand, which will make a difference.
That's gonna be nice.
Because I was looking at the bank account recently, and I was going like, that looks kind of low considering I've been really like holding back on the expenses. I haven't been commissioning any art. I haven't gotten a big model or anything. I've been talking to a couple live 2D artists, but I haven't actually put the money down. And, well, why am I so low on money? And then I looked at my contract and I was like, I'm being paid 10 hours less. So anyway, we have a session today. Last we left off, how much do my players remember about last time?
I have a pretty good memory.
Matt, would you like to give us some synopsis?
Decently.
I would be happy to. Let's see. After Lancer and I ran very, very quickly and very, very far away from Berserker, We jumped around, did some stuff. There was some side questing in which people went through some minor either scuffles or mental tests to gain themselves some boons in this little war. There was a cat that is now a saber cat, but was originally in a demi-plane talking to our dear assassin. And also there was a concord struck between the masters of it was assassin, caster, and archer to form a slight pact in order to gain a boon against the remaining servants so that they could at the very least make it to the end. That's what I remember.
Interesting.
I don't even think we actually like got the Concord settled.
Well, it was pretty much like, hey, let's be friends.
There's some very big fish out there. Let's keep together, or at least not kill each other until they're dead first.
If I recall correctly, I think it was either last session or session before, but I also got a horn.
Yes, that was
Yes.
last session.
The last session, you got the horn. Lancer got that plus
boon.
that AC buff. Yeah, you got the little boon. Pebby killed a tongue monster with his noble
snallygaster.
phantasm. His snallygaster with his noble phantasm, and then he didn't get a boon because it wasn't worked out yet, and that
I have since rectified that.
oh good. What'd you get, Pebby?
I'm not saying shit.
I see. But
I suppose like one of the things that would be visible that you didn't see on him when you guys were in that big white room together is he now has a very snazzy looking leathery cape around his shoulders.
Wow, look at you, pimp to the nines.
Wow.
Fucking
Big
ripped in
pimpin'.
and
But yes,
Something big archer.
so the various servants went romping around looking for benefits and survival, things that might boost their chances and their odds, and in one case, just running very far away very quickly. Assassin and his master had an interesting encounter with a cat, as did Saber and his master. Saber's master, on separate ends of the map, I should say.
Yeah.
Where Assassin and his master encountered the cat here. Saber and his master have encountered their cat over here. Saber's master has since adopted the cat and named it Mittens, and is now carrying it around.
Yes, we love mittens.
If my cat doesn't speak in a Spanish accent and has boots on, I don't want it.
That's a good thing. Good thing you're not getting a cat then. Right. So, the last we left off, the masters of Assassin, Archer, and Caster had all struck an accord with one another. At the very least, a truce, if not an agreement of cooperation, should all of you run across Berserker or, to a lesser extent, Saber or Lancer. Generally speaking, one of the knight classes. Saber are actually, you do have one of the knight classes with you. That's Archer, but he's generally considered one of the weaker of the knight classes. But
Loser. No,
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Saber, Lancer, Berserker, and Rider out there, and they are some of the martial heavy hitters of the servant classes. Whereas you have Caster, who is magically capable, but tends to fall off significantly when facing one of the knight classes due to their inherent magic resistance. Assassin, who tends to be good at getting the drop on people, but in a straight fight doesn't slug very well. And Archer, where once you get into close quarters, he loses a great deal of his any of his advantages that he holds over other servants. Yeah. With that, after being allowed to talk between yourselves, the masters break with Yulia sticking to Kaya's side, and Felix for his part coming up alongside Caster. All right, we have come to an agreement. For the time being, none of us will attack one another, not actively, until such a time as Berserker, Saber, and any of the greater threats on the map have been dealt with. I do hope all of you will stick to this. If not for my benefit, or Caster's benefit, then for the simple reason that without us working together, we will all assuredly lose. With Yulia is just kind of being her usual shy self, sticking behind Assassin, one hand wrapped into his coat, and the other kind of halfway peeking around him. And Kaya, who's taking up a outwardly easy, but it's very easy to spot that her body language is nervous as she takes a stance next to Archer, where she leans partially against the stone railing of the steps. She lets out a little sigh and says, Yes, we understand. Your tactical reasoning is flawless, Felix. We get it already. Just gives a little bitter, good you do. All right, Dissy. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you for the lurk. Best of luck with whatever it is you're looking into. So, among these servants, any comment, or is there anything you would wish to add?
Master, did you make them aware of what I spotted earlier?
I didn't know if we wanted to keep that, close to our chest.
Yes, but I feel like now that we're an alliance, I feel like it's best for them to know that certain doom, and he's going to put 2 quotations around that, is currently within the vicinity, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I guess you're right. To which she will then look around and say, well, we came up here from the south, where we spotted Berserker and her master. Just kind of waltzing around that area. Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're looking into. Wonderful. If you want, I can put you in contact with the imp at some point, if that's what you're getting at. Oh, you probably do it yourself, honestly. You've already know his Twitter account. Anyway, yeah, the Yulia, for her part, has a little grimace, and Felix just brings one hand up to his face, gives the bridge of his nose a little rub, and then flips that little bang that's hanging in front of his face. He just flips it with his 2 fingers. Ah, I see. Yeah, he flips it, gives it a little flip with his 2 fingers. Yes. Oh, well, that's lovely information to know now. I suppose we should start heading north in the other direction. I, for one, am reluctant to leave this area, as it seems to be urbanized and rich in resources, but now I don't have very much choice. If she just comes wandering up here, we'll have to keep on the move. Which, that the meeting breaks. So, I'm gonna go ahead and once more add people to the.
Here we go.
Need a solo blow initiative.
Should we be able to see the map? Just because I can see where all of them are.
Yeah, you can see the map.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What about tokens?
Yeah, I was about to say, because I can see their tokens, like where they're located.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because that's a whole narrative thing, and it's a bunch of servants all in one location.
Probably able to tell. That's a fair point.
Yeah. Also, yeah, everybody's added to the initiative order.
Oh, I gotta open up my sheet.
Oh, whoops.
Open up my sheet. Hold on.
Oh, Jake, of course, rolling in simple 32 for initiative.
Here, let's try that again. I didn't
Oh,
double
oops.
click my
I
30. Even higher.
Nice.
I also forgot to select my token. I was one off. It's 17 or 16. Either one is fine.
I don't know why it registered mine as 17, but I rolled a 9. Because
There's two. There's two on there.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's because it's one initiative is assigned to the one in the bottom right, which is the one we were using before, and then there's the one up the bottom left. I think that's the one you
Actually, here's a quick question.
Hmm?
Since all three of us are together, should we act on just
I was
all
going
act
to
on war?
I was going to compound your initiative if you are alright with that.
Okay.
In which case, the highest roller, in that case, Assassin, will be the one who acts as your leading initiative.
Oh.
Assassin roll 20. Okay, Master and Archer. Huh?
Does this still work, by the way?
What?
No.
Nothing. Damn, my voice changer broke again.
Uh-oh.
It's all dusty. That's fine. It's no big deal.
It might function if you don't dust it off every now and again. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, Ryder, you could.
All right. Just send it your way.
Okay. I believe you're already there.
Oh.
Yeah, you are already located there.
Okay.
Okay. And once more search action. Okie dokie. All right. Close that. Chat box. That one is too small. Next up is Lancer.
Hello. Sorry.
Go ahead and message me.
I mute myself, and just in case people in the background can be heard. So, anyways,
Okay.
Oh.
We lost. Oh, we lost. What do you call it?
We lost Matt.
Lost
Matt.
Matt.
Rip.
Damn.
Perhaps the egg interfered.
Mayhaps. It's my turn. So, I guess I knew what I want to do, right? In a hot minute.
Yep. Yes, message me via Discord.
If I remember correctly, I think I'm there. See if I can find out where I was. I think I know where I was.
And there's
Sorry.
Matt again.
Sorry about that. I was uninstalling my voice changer, and it went, you know what? I'm just gonna uninstall you, and it kicked me out of everything.
Wow.
Typing up a storm.
Oh, I hear buzzing.
Yeah, it's working. I just
There we go.
do a
Ooh,
thing.
gonna find it.
My soul
There you
just
go.
left my body.
Why?
I
Nice.
have everything turned up.
Let's see. You are currently already located in that area. So you go into there instead. Oh, okay. All right. Switch areas. In that case, give me a perception check. And actually, yeah, both Ryder and Lancer can give me a perception check. 'Cause
Alrighty.
you both are
Oh,
doing
boy.
perceptive things.
Fuck.
advantage? Whoopsies. Want me to redo that?
No, we'll just take the first roll. So yeah, 27 and an 8 on Ryder's part.
Ryder can
Yep.
move very fast, but he can't see shit. It's like
Right.
Stevie Wonder in a race car.
Just ran over Lancer.
Ryder, you sift through a landscape, but find very little of use here.
Okay.
You've already done that. Ooh. Will Lancer finally have her time to shine?
Uh-oh.
All right. The congregate, the three servants. Where would you like to head? As you are right now, unless you take special pains, you are very easy to spot. That is a simple thing. That's why you are showing up on the map. It is also so you can keep track of where you are. But yeah, where are you all intending to head, and what are you intending to do? Or are you do you want to break off into separate directions?
I think I'm just gonna say what I want to do in here, since it's nothing too secretive. I'm gonna walk with the main group. I'm just gonna always just make sure no one's like following us like Berserker from the south.
Okay. So you're gonna ask to be perception from you as you're casting an eye southward.
Can Archer roll good? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. $17.
Okay. And what about assassin and caster?
Is assassin able to sort of hide their tracks as they move?
That would
Since
be
we're moving.
that would be a stealth roll. Alternatively, you could rely on
Okay.
your presence concealment. Whether or not you could do for if you want to hide the passage of all of you, that would be a stealth roll on your part to cover your tracks.
Okay. Try that. Normal. Stealth. 18.
Okay. And any attempts to follow you will use that as the DC. As you move to cover your tracks. Shouldn't be too difficult given you are currently in a fairly urbanized / semi-rural area, as you are on the outskirts of the city where the farmland is placed. The city itself, which you are at the walls of, is I don't know. Do one of you have history? Because there is a reminiscence to the style. Whether or not you're able to interpret it is up to your to a history roll.
I might. Hold on.
Think maybe mine too. I'm not
I
too
can-
sure.
Okay, I don't.
History proficiency or just relation to the area?
You can roll history if you're not proficient in it. Just
Oh.
being proficient helps.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
Maybe.
Okay, assassin. Looking over the architecture of this area, it is reminiscent of what do you call it?
Did Rami go quiet for everyone else as well?
No, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the architecture is reminiscent of Georgian era London. So it's heavily urbanized. But it's all cobblestone, brownstone bricks, lots of high steeples, heavy edging on the roofs. And it looks like it's your typical, what do we call not typical, but it looks like a Georgian era British city, only it doesn't have the same hustle and bustle you would expect. The entire place is deserted, despite the fact that every street is lined with shops with signs, and they're like the shops are the shelves are full of products. There's horse buggies standing around at the sides of the streets. It looks like just a day ago, this entire city was populated as you would expect, and then the next day it's empty. Everything's just kind of standing around.
That is strange. Oh, I think I'll convey this to the rest of the group, and I'll use my regular action to just search for useful items since we're in an urban area.
Okay, that'll be perception.
All right. It's 19.
Senpai Slytherin, you're slithering in to try and put in a husbando application. Is the application for me to be your husband, or are you applying to be my husbando? Because I don't know, man.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've had 2 other people in the chat say their soul left their bodies.
I apologize profusely.
Also, Tia's sending you the bill for her her hearing aid.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'll be sure to pay her back with all $3 that I have in my pocket and some pocket lint.
Yeah, so long as you know. Okay. Perception tech, that is bad. And casters, anything in particular you'd like to get done? Corbin, you're muted.
You live, Corbin?
Corp.
Are you muted?
I didn't realize I just didn't want to echo.
Yes, is there anything you're trying to achieve right
Um, at the moment, probably. Still traveling with the others unless they left me.
Mhm.
I'll
Oh, no,
probably just
It seems like you guys are sticking together.
I'll probably just stick to staying with them.
Okay.
Well, since we're traveling up north, should we move up to F10?
Maybe.
Sounds like a thing to do. Ah, lovely. So, then we move on to Saber.
Oh, good. Don't worry. I'm not going to turn on the ear piercing. I'll try and fix that. But yeah, I will send it right over.
I think I just need to turn you down. Actually, no, about
Yeah, that's true.
80%.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting decision.
I'm gonna turn over to my master and go, Denise, I know what you're thinking, and I just want you to know I am I'm an idiot, but aside from that, I think I have a plan.
She can. Denise eyes you up and down, her arms still wrapped around Mittens, holding her to her chest. Holding it to her chest. She looks you up and down and goes, I'm not going to refute the idiot part. I hold it in reserve until you explain this plan to me.
So do you remember at the Institute when they explained the real inner workings of some of that high-level magecraft?
I guess?
I think... that thing's on fire, yeah?
It's a giant fire snake, yes.
Yeah,
A thing that fought God.
Yeah, I think I could fight it. Just, you gotta try.
I'm sorry, what did I miss a part where you ascended and became an actual divine spirit?
You might have, but you know, I want you to know, it just... He'll kind of like snap his helmet back on and go, just trust me, please. Just for one.
Just one hand comes away from the cat as she presses it to her face and goes, "Oh, if you weren't the one person in the world that I feel like I could trust, I would rip you apart."
Please wait till after.
Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. You see the size of that thing. To which you then look to the side, and this humongous serpent wreathed in fire made of molten rock erupts from the ground. Anybody here who's played Risk of Rain sees this. It's like the magma worm as it shoots out of the ground, twists around in the sky, and then slams back into the dirt, melting through it.
Ah, yes, the magma worm.
Did I? June, you didn't. June, you... No, fuck you. Fuck you.
June. Oh, I love you so much.
Why are my eyes so pale? The fuck did you do to me?
Jesus.
And Matt got the same. Is that Matt? Oh no, you took that as a sample image. I see now.
You sampled me? No! No!
Wait, no. You yassified Matt as well. Okay, no, okay. You yassified all of... Oh, there's Tia.
Yassified all of us.
Tia has a chin. Holy shit, you gave Tia a cut chin.
Desperation.
I didn't know this is interesting. Okay, I can't actually to both the love and the chagrin of the people in the chat. I cannot actually share this with the class because that would be doxing my players and I. We at some point originally shared our IRL faces with one another because we love each other and all that mushy shit. And then June took it all and used it against us by yassifying us all.
I don't think June's gotten me yet.
June has not got you yet.
You were smart, Corbin. You never showed your real face.
My brows.
I actually did it to myself once and gave myself a beard.
Nice.
I gotta take a walk. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
June, I'll give you a fucking picture, Corbin, if you do. Joking.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh my god.
You made me look like the fucking Chad meme a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. It's like, wow, my jaw is weirdly square.
Yeah.
So is mine.
Yeah, no.
I just realized. Did you square off all our jaws?
I didn't give myself a beard.
Oh my god, that actually looks really good, Corbin.
Wow. Oh, good.
Grow
Thank
beard.
Maybe
you.
looks the same to me.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, well, Corbin is naturally a Chad.
Okay, I'm good now.
Corbin puts us all to shame. He is so much more masculine than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a game we're playing.
Are we?
Yawn
I run
5 billion.
games. I run games. Yes. Love you, June. You're a gift. You're a gift that just keeps on fucking giving. Anyway, so, yes. So the giant fucking lava snake that's arcing through the air. For those of you who weren't there last session, or just don't remember, the name of this creature. If I pull it up again. There it is. Is the Falak, which is a massive magma. It's a massive fiery serpent. Forget which myth exactly it comes from. I believe it was Arabian. Yes, it was Arabian legend. It was from the 1001 Nights. As a matter of fact, it was a tale of Scheherazade's. It was a massive fire serpent whose story said it was the only creature it feared was Allah itself. And Saber wants to go square up with it. This is going to be interesting.
I have a plan. It's not a good plan, okay, but it's a plan. And at the very least, if I start getting my ass kicked...
Did you have a
just
plan when you were
go,
fighting Berserker too?
Okay, well, yes, but again, it wasn't a good plan.
You fought Berserker and nearly died, and it wasn't a good plan. Now you have another plan, and you think this is going to turn out any better?
Yes, you know why? Because I know that I can trust my dearest, most wonderful friend to pull me out if I start getting my ass kicked by the god-kicking serpent. Tell me I'm wrong.
She's lost for words for a moment, and she's just like still has the kitten gently clutched to her chest, and the other hand is just kind of gesturing as she's trying to come up with words for this. Then she brings up the back of her hand and goes, "You know I only have 3 of these."
Yes. And you should only need one of them.
Oh god.
I was hoping to use them for, fighting the war.
Tell me that's not war. Tell me right now that that's not war.
It's a giant snake.
And it's war.
You know what? Fine. I was never very invested in your survival anyway. Sure, go.
Okay, that's not true, and you know you're just saying that to hurt my feelings.
Yes, exactly.
Well then, hopefully that's as hurt as I get. Okay.
No, it won't be. I know this for a fact. Go. Go get eaten by the giant snake. I'll let you sizzle in its fiery stomach acid before I teleport you out.
We'll see you when you save me.
I need to fix that. That is killing me. Anyway. I'm gonna move to W2.
Yeah. So, Denise is unpleased, but is sticking behind in the previous area, cradling mittens as she does. Berserker is schmoovin'. And with that, we get to the results of the skill rolls.
I was going to say real quick. Where would I get my shaped class this run?
What?
You haven't actually played with Garain?
Oh, yeah, I've actually played for. Yes, sorry, I was. My brain wasn't tweaked into the.
It turned off.
Wasn't tweaked into Risk of Rain.
I mean,
Yeah, you. you will get Bungus and only Bungus.
Hey, it's good enough for me.
Perhaps you will also get a little bit of Bungus. Right, so.
Bungus and Wungus?
Yes. Well, one or the other, because one comes from the other.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute, hold on.
You get a little bit of Wungus, and all your Bungus turn to Wungus. Risk of brain jokes. Right. So, the writer's roll. Go back up. Oh! Sona! Thank you for resubscribing. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Completely right, because you're not rolling as writer. There we go. Ryder, unfortunately, you scrap through the environment, but find nothing of particular use.
All right.
Lancer.
Hello.
As you are still in area M, we're reusing this battle map because I don't have any original ideas. Burby, Ashubi. There we go. He's off into the corner. Up. Put that token layer. And you are approaching from the northwest, so plonk you there. And plonk your master, Miss Gian Demodando.
Where did they find that picture? God damn it.
June dug through the archives to find one last picture.
Oh, I remember that picture. Wow.
We about to have a fight?
Please don't pin it. Please don't pin it. Right. Anyway, so chaos ensuing in the background. Otherwise, oh, that's right. I don't have. It should be silenced because of streamer modes. What the hell? Yeah, I'm getting the pings constantly in the background. I'm sorry about that. Guys, calm down.
Let's unping here.
There we go. Okay, now it should be silenced thanks to streamer mode. I had disabled. But yeah, hope you slept well, Sona. Thanks for tuning in and showing up as you did. Yeah. So. I think first off, I will get to the trio's results.
Ooh, interesting.
Poggers.
Whoa, that wasn't me who was buzzing. That was Lynn.
Our assassin works to conceal your guys' passage as Archer keeps an eye out in the background. Archer has a view distance of how many was it? 1, 2, 3 areas. How many? What's Archer's distance? Clairvoyance and also eyes of the hero.
I think it's about 3 areas.
Archer is able to see engage other entities from up to 3 areas away. Yes, so
impressive.
Yeah, Archer, you spot 1, 2, 3. Yes, you spot Berserker has just started to move and enter area U5.
I will, of course, alert everyone of this.
Why don't you stay? Say hi.
Oh, damn.
that Berserker is currently on her way to fuck us up.
Well, that is not good.
Saber moves in the direction of the giant fire serpent. It will take one more move action before you are in the area with it.
Oh,
You're
good.
able to engage it. Lancer, with a truly impressive perception roll.
What I find? Thank God.
No.
Good.
With a perception roll of 27, you happen upon a small ruin in this achingly familiar ruined area next to the seaside, which is reminiscent of Mediterranean ruins, like Epidavros and places like that. As we switch maps. As
You
you
just
and
put a black circle on there just to symbolize something.
yes,
Okay.
in the
I make sure like
up on the steps there, on the right layer, up on the steps there looks to be an old well.
well,
And
out of curiosity.
at approaching this well, as Jean herself is trying her best to keep pace, but you are, being Lancer, one of the quicker servants on the roster. She has to kind of struggle just to even like keep pace with your normal walking speed. She's a little bit frail, combined with the fact that you are just generally quick. She ends most stints of movement a little bit winded. And as she stumbles up, she sees the well, and then stuff thinks, "Oh, it's a relief." She kind of totters forward, and then you spot something with your roll. From the well, you notice ever so slightly there's a light puff of mist emanating up out of it that sort of every few seconds just seems to lift out, then kind of hang, and then out, hang, out, hang.
Lancer turns to hold on, brain work.
Jean.
Jean, that's the name. Yeah, I was like, I want to say Jean. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, turns to Jean and says, that well seems to be. There's something off about that well. There's a floating mist there. All while pointing at the well mentioned.
So the well's not dry?
I don't think so. I shall approach. You stay behind just in case.
Okay.
And with that, Lancer meanders her way over.
Okay.
Yeah, about there.
Cool. Yeah. No, the well goes down very deep when you peer inside. There's these plumes of mist that just rise up. Like there's a few feet of mist that come out, that hang in the air, and then are once more pushed out by more mist. It's damp, a little bit warm, and the well itself goes down into a very, very, very far. It looks pitch black now.
Anything that could potentially produce any light? I think not. Much to my dismay. Can I get like a piece of rock or something and drop it down, or a piece of something?
Sure. You can take one of the pieces of the ruin, just like a big chunk, bring it over, drop it into the well. And as you take
2,
this piece over, which
3,
would like
4.
it's like a big piece of megalith, which would normally like be very difficult for your typical human to heft up, but you take it in one hand and bring it over the well and drop it in. You wait to hear a splash, but there is none.
Oh boy.
Instead, there is a
Oh.
as the rock gun comes flying back up out of the well, and then there's a hiss like a crocodile. As then something comes bursting up out of the well, to face you.
Is that a frog?
It's about to be a frog.
It's the size. It is the size and shape of a massive toad with a large, what looks to be an antenna that would be more fitting on an anglerfish, and 3 rows of razor sharp teeth in its mouth.
As soon as you said that, you know what came to mind?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever played this game, but Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah, the Rizalkas.
Yep, that's what instantly came to mind.
They're based on the same myth that this is based on.
Oh,
Now, whether or not
neat.
you can find out what that myth is up to a roll. In the
I'm
meantime,
guessing history or
history, arcana, I would say. History or arcana.
Arcana.
In the meantime,
Arcana
however,
makes a bit more sense.
it's time for initiative.
Boy, on my token.
Oh boy, someone let Beelzebufo into the Chernobyl exclusion zone.
So there's my 2 rolls: an 11 and a 20.
Grab my dice. As with you. Also, if anybody would like to put on some combat music and not bullshit memery, I would appreciate it.
Yes. No more of the sensual music here. Let's try and find some.
Aww.
Lynn is
Excuse me, I'm trying. I'm trying not to
for the
romance
time
the frog.
being Lynn has for the time being lost background music privileges.
Yeah.
Aww.
Here, let's look up.
You get them back when you can behave.
Fine.
Royalty-free frog fighting music.
I doubt that there's a thing.
Just start putting on like freeform jazz.
I like jazz.
Damn it! I actually thought I found some.
Is it bad that Rami, that some music that came to mind was Toho for some reason? Is that bad?
I mean, there's worse. There's definitely worse. It's not really in fit with the feel or theme.
It's not. It's not.
But
it definitely
fighting strange ass creatures with the power of magic and friendship is both Fate and Toho.
That is true. I think Matt's on the case, so I'll let him do his.
I am
thing.
on the case.
Yeah. Lancer, if you can give me history or arcana. Oh, you give me an
I
arcana
did.
already. Yeah.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna see if Jean makes it.
Oh boy!
One of the great things about having a master who is a magus is that they tend to be a little more knowledgeable about these things. It means they can be useful. Oh boy. Yeah. Jean is able to make that roll.
Oh, neat.
To which she then there's a moment of tense. There's a moment of tension as the creature brings itself halfway out of the well, its toad-like hands wrapping around the rim of the masonry of it, as it then brings itself up, its armored head and its antenna coming over, and then fixing you with a sharp gaze. There's silence from Jean's part, where other girls may have screamed, or shouted, or turned and fled, or gotten angry. She just kind of, oh, my Rebecca.
Run it by me again.
Amara Becca.
Mara Becca. Interesting.
Amara Becca, with 2 C's, is a Mediterranean myth of a large toad-like creature that lies in wait, hiding inside wells. It's originally from Sicily, specifically. It lives in wells and reservoirs, and waits to snap up children and wayward women that stray too close to wells on their own. At night, it takes on the appearance of a woman, and wanders around looking for both a new place to take up residence, as well as stragglers to feed on, which is where the design for the Rizalka from Devil May Cry came from, as those with those female-shaped lures on their heads. Yes, so the Marabeka, which is M-A-R-A, 2 B's, E, 2 C's, A.
Duly noted.
Actually, I have the bloody sheet here. I'll just go.
Now that I can say that's a very handsome frog right there.
Oh, it is.
I recognize where this image is from. I like it.
Kaiju frog. So yeah, Lancer, you have first shot.
Well, immediately I go for trident attack. I think it's not a minute. This? No. Yes?
Yes?
Is that right?
Yes? No. Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Alright, then... Oh yeah, because I have to see if I hit the armor class, and then... Okay, and if it hits, then I click the actual trident thing. Okay,
Yep.
I remember now. So, does that... I have 3 attacks, if I remember correct. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. I should really remember this beforehand, but you know what? We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Does that hit?
Nope.
Does not?
Does not. 22 does not hit. 18 does not hit.
25
will hit.
Alright, then. Lovely.
8 points of piercing damage as you jab into its side. Piercing
Then
through
with
its plated head, thick hide.
And then I get 60 movements, so because I like to move back a few spots. About here, I think.
Okay. It will get an attack of
Distance?
opportunity because you are leaving its reach.
Ah, it is? Okay. Well. While you do that, I would I'll be shooting right back. My cat's behind at me, so yeah,
Mhm.
remember.
Let's see. Have a look at her AC. As it rolled a 21 on the dot, and that will hit. Its tongue lashes out. And strikes for...
But question.
Mhm.
Did I get my global modifier for my Piranha Blast thing? Because I don't think I did.
You
My
did,
attack.
yeah. You did. It's,
Oh, you
it's
did?
additional 5 there on the side. That's from Prana Burst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the extra 5 is from the D6 you get from Prana Burst.
Okay.
Yeah. The Marabeka gets an attack of opportunity. As you retreat, its tongue then lashes out for an attack of 21, meets your AC, as it then whaps you across the back, hitting you for a 14 bludgeoning damage, which will then be halved because it is not fate. So 7 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
And you may continue moving.
Yeah, just what's the ruler thing? Is it this one? I think.
The
Yeah.
one underneath the magnifying glass.
That's 15. I get 60. So I'll move back to. So I moved. That was 15. Move to here. I guess I don't get extra movement, but this one's some distance, not too much.
Okay.
And my turn.
All right. As it pulls itself out of the web, its bulk and girth and weight crush the edges of the well as it pulls itself out. It gives a little clumsy couple kicks with its back legs as it pushes itself out. Just for a bit, struggles to pull itself out. Then lurches forward, dragging itself across on its belly to approach you. And then, with a small hop, comes up and bites.
Oh. And, alright.
Will a 22 hit you? Actually, yes.
Yes, it will.
With that, it gets for 12, so 6 piercing damage, as it then its dagger-like teeth puncture into you as it wraps its mouth around your body, and then it goes for a free grapple.
And grapple goes for a grapple, huh?
So it's a contested athletics. It's athletics versus either your athletics or your acrobatics.
Athletics. Let's go with that.
Check chat real
I'm
quick.
getting a call. Hold on.
Oh boy. So it says Kevin McLeod probably has something. Yeah, Kevin McLeod probably has something for fighting frogs. He's got something for everything. That or Dova syndrome, which is basically the Japanese Kevin McLeod. How's everybody doing?
I was muted for a sec, but I'm doing good.
Huggaronis.
Doing good.
That's good.
Alrighty. Sorry
Okay.
about
that. As an 18 on your athletics, as it rolls a 20. It
I'm
has-
grappled, huh?
Yeah, so you are currently grappled. Which means it then does an automatic 8, so half to 4 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage actually, as it then grinds its teeth across your flesh as it holds you. As its throat then slowly begins to work, and you are slowly being pulled into its gullet.
Oh boy.
And
Quick
with that-
question. Hold on. I gotta send you a DM real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Julian, you had one job.
I'm trying. Send you a DM real quick, Remy?
Yes, so it's half again.
Alright, so I think it's
Oh, 2.
I think that's right there. Alright.
Alright, Jean, for her part, is watching you as you are bit and then slowly being pulled into the Marabeka's mouth. Put that on you as you are then pulled into its space and nom you. Jean, for her part, is unsure what to do, and then says, Lancer, by my command, resist. As then you may reattempt your, to get out of the.
There's no athletics roll. Come
Athletics,
on,
athletics or
baby.
acrobatics.
It's about the same. Athletics, acrobatic. Where's acrobatics?
Should be right next to it. On the
Definitely using the other one.
So then contest that, and you manage to pull yourself free. As
Okay.
you are no longer grappled, and you pull yourself out of its mouth, mucus and nastiness dripping from you. And then Jean kind of withdraws back here to the tree line. Lancer, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I again do my 3 attacks, cause actually, yeah, no, I'll do my 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. My 1. Man, I'm not getting good roll. Man, I am doing great.
Unfortunately, none of those will hit.
If this keeps up, No, I won't. Alright, then, knowing attack of opportunity, I can stand my ground.
Okay.
This is gonna be a slugfest. And I'm here for it.
Alrighty. The Marabeka, confuddled at the fact that its new meal has decided to make things difficult, is once more going to try and bite down on you. It's very much going to miss. As it then lets out a loud crocodile hiss that carries with it a lot more weight than it otherwise should. As I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Versus
wisdom.
As well as Jean has to. As it activates its frightening presence.
Welp.
That unfortunately
19.
is going to fail. Until you succeed your save against this effect, which you may repeat each of your turns. You may not approach the creature, and so long as it is visible, you have disadvantage on most of your actions.
Lovely. So, that's disadvantage, and let's continue this on.
Oh, yeah. Have fun with Leonie, Ari. Have fun with Total War. Beat his ass. And thank you for lurking. Make the most out of the money you spent. It was a terrible decision to begin with. You need to make the most out of it somehow. Yeah, you are frightened.
I'm feared. If I get bored again, I swear.
And it's then
You might just
Jean's.
discover a new king.
Jean also fails her fear check, but that doesn't stop her from giving you the order to once more resist. You may once again retry your saving throw.
That's the wrong one. Whoops. There we go.
20. Yeah, the save is at disadvantage too. Sucks.
But somehow I still got 19.
That still succeeds.
Oh, neat. So I'm not feared anymore.
Yep, you are no longer feared. And Jean may also retry her roll. And succeeds! As you both manage to shake the fear. Basically, as soon as it settles over. You were unsettled for a moment and then managed to shake it off.
Yo, this frog ain't shit.
Lancer.
I say this frog ain't shit as I can't hurt it. Like I said, it's a slugfest. 1, 2, 3.
That first one will hit. I should know that the first and the third one will hit.
Nice. So click that. It's an 8 and then an 11.
Okay.
Can I activate one of my Prana bursts?
Yes, you may.
I think it's this. Yeah. Then take that down 1.
No. Yeah, you take it down. That's not the damage, though.
That's not the damage?
Normally, what you do is you declare it when you've hit. Before you roll.
I do it in the third one.
You click it.
Oh, before I roll the damage.
Before you roll the damage.
Okay,
what you can do is you can enable it, then click your damage again, and we'll just disregard the normal part of it, and just count the bonus you get from Prana.
Alright, so this is
12 extra damage. So for a total of that's for a total of 31 damage. As Lancer twirls her trident, jabs it once in the frog, and then jabs it again, sinking it deep. Then activates something on the trident as there is a blast of razor-sharp, jet-pressured water that slices through its hide.
Come on, frog. You gotta have more than that.
It lets out a disapproving hiss as it reels at the pain.
What's it called? May or may not. Lancer may or may not be happy at the attempt of Voring to the point of anger. You know, as you do.
Withhold the comment.
And with that, I end my turn.
That's Marabecca's turn. Miss. As this time, rather than trying to grab you with its mouth, it tries to headbutt you, and then lash out with two clawed, but also webbed four pads. But misses on all three accounts. Jean.
Nice.
By my command, Lancer, strike. As you get one more attack.
Bonk. And then so that I'm pretty sure that hits. So then I click that. Oh, I still have Prana Burst on. Whoops. I don't mean to Prana that one.
Yeah, so no, I was admonishing Ari for how she spends her money. Specifically putting it on me. Okay. That will definitely hit. As you then enable another Prana Burst. On Jean's command, you then bring the lance, the trident back once more, then embed it deep into its belly as it's coming back for one of its failed swipes. Trigger your trident again, and there's another jet, like thin, razor-sharp jet of water that pierces forth from the tip. As you have left behind a nice bloody hole in its gut, as it is bloodied. It is halfway dead. And now it's your turn.
Out of quick question, out of curiosity, what all can be done with the grapple? I don't think much can be done with the grapple unless there's an ally nearby, if I remember correctly.
Grapple doesn't do too much. It just restrains, which reduces the target's reduces the target's speed to 0. Must be no more than one size larger than you. Must be within your reach. Yeah, the grappled condition just makes it so somebody has no movement speed.
All right. Well, okay. So untick Prana Blast. Slugfest, baby. Oh. Oh no, is that a double crit or did I get?
No, that's
if I get
you just rolled max on your Prana Burst, but you did get a crit.
Okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, no, I was wondering if the technically never mind. But okay, crit. So that one hits. I don't think 2 does. 3 hits.
3 hits.
So
now
that and that.
Here's the fun fact about Prana Burst.
Mm-hmm.
If you crit on an attack, it's just like a Paladin Smite. You don't activate Prana Burst. Prana Burst gets extra dice 2 from the crit.
I see. So.
Oh.
Headphones. Oh.
Okay. What'd you say?
I see. So if I wanted to, I should probably click Prana Burst and click Trident, the crit one.
Sure.
Yeah, fuck it. I have nothing else but to use Prana Burst on.
Excellent.
I say when it's. And then, yeah, just use the
previous one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prana Burst for today. But, you know, what are resources if you don't use them?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta keep telling myself that because I am a hoarder at heart.
So, you do 19 and 30 plus 1, 51 points of damage. As you then stab, first stab, your first stab goes deep, and I mean deep. As you get go through the hole you left in its stomach earlier. You then jab into what you're fairly sure is its abdomen filled with all of its squishy organs, which you then once more activate the mechanism on your trident, shooting its insides with a stream of pressurized water, and then bring your trident, which is now slick with gore and water. Unfortunately, when you go for another jab, that slips off its hide, but then you right yourself, take an extra second to aim, and then once more jab in and deal a sizable amount of damage. This thing is nearly dead.
As this all happens, Lancer's like, "Come on, Frog, eat me again. I dare you." Man, how funny. Lancer does not like being eaten.
I shall withhold a comment.
Please do. For the sake of everyone involved.
Yeah, now it's the Marabeka's turn, which is nearly dead. Seeing as it doesn't have much other recourse. And you're proving a very difficult type of meal. Is going to come back. It's going to lean back onto its back legs, and with a powerful burst of strength from its legs, propel itself high into the sky. As it will then come down, crushing this tree underneath its weight.
Interesting.
And then lash out with its tongue at Jean.
Oh, no, let's not do that, Mr. Frog.
As it sees a far squishier and easier target to try and digest. And it will hit.
Oh.
As it deals 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Its tongue then sticks to Jean and pulls her back in. As it then attempts to grapple her against her incredibly anemic physical stats, which she then fails the grapple. She is now currently held in its mouth, in which case it gets a free bite.
Let's see.
There's another 8 points of slashing damage as it bites down into her, as you hear what is, for the first time, you're fairly sure, Jean raising her voice anywhere above a whisper or indoor voice, as there's a small shriek of pain coming from the Marabeka's mouth. Jean, for her part, is going to try and continue to try and get out.
I see. So,
Actually,
this frog has chosen death.
Jean, giving another yelp of pain as more of the knives dig into her abdomen, her back. Is then you're going to feel something along your connection with her, as you feel odd for a moment, as you relive the last few seconds of your shared senses and experience. As she then, everything around her everything around her and around the Marabeka goes really blurry for a moment. As then there's a feeling like reality slides to the left a little bit, kind of disjoins and then snaps back into place, and she's back here.
Isn't that back to reality?
You know for a matter of fact that Jean is her family's magecraft is one that deals with time. As you remember the what she did with Saber when she temporarily locked him in stasis.
I see. Interesting. I remember. Now I have to ask you, Rami, and I sent you a DM for a quick question. This dictates my next action.
Unfortunately, your NP does not distinguish.
I see.
So yes, it does do friendly fire.
If that's the case, my turn. So, well, first things first, I run up. Very angry. Can I do a grapple?
Yes, you can. That's an athletics roll from you.
Athletics? Neat.
It will fail against that, so you now have it grappled. That is one of your attacks.
Alright. Then I yell at can I yell at Jean to get out of get away far?
Okay. She will not be able to move.
I don't ask. I don't ask. I yell. Clarify.
Kind of, her eyes widen as the realization of what you're about to do dawns on her, as she then gives a little nod. She's not going to be able to move until her turn, but yeah, she's got the message.
Then can I still attack while grappling, or is attacking cancel it?
You can still attack while grappling. You'll have one hand free, and you can use that. You can use that to stab with your trident.
Yeah. So bonk, bonk.
Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't
Might
think
not
you have.
need it.
Crit.
That's another crit.
Unfortunately, I don't think you. The first one does not hit. The second one
It
crits.
hits. The second one does.
You don't have
I
any
have
more.
to say,
fire.
holy shit.
Yeah. As you then holding this thing
Might
by
not-
by its forehead plate, then jam the trident into its eye, and it is on death's door.
And my turn.
All right. The Marabeka attempts to fight back and break free. That'll be another athletics on your part, though I doubt it's going to succeed. No, it will. It will not succeed.
It ain't going nowhere. It done fucked up.
As it thrashes in your grip, but fails to slip free. Jean, crafting some sort of mandala in the area in front of her, then spins it, and it opens up into a portal in front of her that she steps through. And dimension doors about 500 fucking feet away. Lancer, it's your turn.
So how do I activate this? Do I click it right?
You click it or you describe what you're doing. In character, you can do a little chant if you wish. Just give a description of what exactly you're doing.
As the grapple happens, a sick, twisted grin forms upon Lancer's face. The scene is set. They say, loudly, boy, I hope I can pronounce this correctly. Do terras tes misinas. And bonk. Did I do that? I don't think I clicked that.
Mm-hmm.
No, you did.
But do I
Is what you
yeah, I use my noble phantasm.
What Lancer does, bring up the trident, then turns it around in their free hand, and then slides the prongs into her chest.
I think I should have clicked that like the sun in chat, but fine now. Actually, it's fine. They find out eventually, anyways.
Mm-hmm. The prongs slide into her chest, but rather than doing any damage, it seems to there's a bit of resistance, and then it slides home with a clunk. And then the prongs of the trident begin to twist, turn. Sort of like an Allen key. As then pieces of her face, of her torso, her legs, her arms, in plates of shining brass metal, pull away to reveal a twisted morass that goes miles deep within a deceptively small body of gnashing teeth that whir and buzz and clash against each other in a screech of metal, blade on blade, tooth on tooth, as the body then chews its way through the floor, and then from the hole left by Lancer's body descending, a great gout of salted water erupts, and then the hole grows bigger and bigger until it is truly massive.
I think it's probably do dice at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You're a stump grinder.
Correction, I'm a frog grinder. I very particular about what I can grind, what I can't.
As will this upload? Hopefully this will upload. As
Oh, neat.
Lancer fades away, and what's left behind, consuming the entire area, is a whirling mass of teeth and water that swallows the frog, slurps down rocks and trees and ruins, leveling the entire area, then spits it all out in a spume of wreckage and horror, and just a little bit of blood and bone in there as well, which is then repeated twice more as the whirling mechanical saws and teeth grind up everything that is pulled into them by the tide of brackish salted water. It takes a while for this all to play out, but once it's finished, the result is devastating. There is no trace left of the Marabeka. And Lancer stands amidst a even more ruined ruin that now no longer even resembles what it previously looked like, as she has torn apart and swallowed the land and water here, with no trace left of the Marabeka. Congratulations, you've won the fight.
Vor versus Vor.
Yeah. The comment I was withholding was, she doesn't like being Vored because that's her job.
That's my job to be Vor.
That's my
God
job to Vor,
damn.
not. Well, okay, well that thing's dead.
Oh,
Good
it's
to
it's
know.
very dead.
Can you get me
Hey,
blood after you eaten it alive?
I should.
That's a good question. Can you get loot from a creature that's not even there anymore?
I mean, I consumed it, so the loot
True.
should be. I should be able to regurgitate it if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Just go into the console commands and be like, drop at me loot.
You know, actually, that's a good point. You did consume it.
With that, Lancer slams their knuckles and says, and now that's some good stress relief.
Lancer binge eats when she's stressed.
That was
Yeah.
delicious.
One way of putting it. So yeah, that is the
calling
second
that
noble
binge eating.
phantasm that has been demonstrated.
Interesting.
Ah, cool. All right. That is Lancer's turn for that. I'll get to you with your reward in a bit.
Alrighty. Oh crap. I need to do something real quick. I need to deliver something because that's what that phone call is about. Now that that battle's over, I can go do that real
Yeah,
quick.
and you won't
I
have to
shouldn't
worry
have gone-
about being too occupied for a little bit.
Yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. It shouldn't take me too long. With that, BRB.
Alrighty. Next on the docket was Saber. So, to Den of the Beast. As you progress towards where you see the Falak. This humongous serpent that swims through the earth like a dolphin pierces the surface of the ocean. And then gracefully twirls through the air and then once more descends through it.
How close are we to the coast is the question.
I would say several hundred feet.
I can make that work. Okay.
Not too far from the coast, all things considered.
Just want to let you know, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Here's the thing. There are two things that can come of this. I get my ass kicked, and we know that this thing is scary. Or I kick its ass, and that means that Berserker is scarier than a god-killing serpent. So
that's the thing about the Falak. It's not god killing. That's the thing about it.
serpent.
Yeah. The only creature it fears is Allah. It kicks everything else's ass, but it cannot fight God. It cannot win against God because, Abrahamic God. All powerful. So yeah.
Yeah, in Abrahamic pantheons, you do not fuck with God.
No.
Nobody fucks with God. Not
Well,
even God.
Those who fuck with God tend to lose. Go figure. Right. So, yeah. As you approach, the ground quakes every time it comes up through the earth and then once more pierces down through it. Also, this is not a fetish of mine. This is just weirdly enough a constant theme throughout mythology in many places in the world, independent of the culture. People have an obsession with being eaten or things eating them.
False alarm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody likes being eaten by big things.
Unless you're a fan of Vexoria. June, I'm glad you think that was amazing. It was fun to describe. For most folks with a mythological interest, that what Lancer is should be fairly obvious, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I think I realized as soon as it happened. I was like, I see, but
Now all of China knows what Lancer is.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, I'm very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Julian, I freaking called it.
Z snap.
I mean, you did, but also I played it off pretty dang well.
You did. So yeah, as you continue to approach the mountain that the Balak seems to be sticking close to, and the ground, the quaking becomes stronger and stronger as you get closer. I'm going to roll. As you approach, the descents start to get shallower and shallower, but the jumps start to get more broad horizontally as it begins to circle the mountain, weaving like a thread through or a bolt of cloth on a seamstress's table as a good time. Play my own music.
Oh, good, because I was like, I can do a hunt real quick if needed.
No, you'll find that the name of the song is fitting.
Is this a weapon? Is
Memory,
that Metal Gear?
memory be broken.
No,
I
don't
am
remember
the
my-
storm that is
no,
approach.
no. Nope. Virgil's song is for particular instances. Nobody here can judgment cut. So, however,
It's a judgment-free zone. Comes from the person who voted a warp frog. Oh.
Serpent eating the ground. Julian, the uh-oh.
he recognizes this because he's played Bravely Default.
Yes.
Now I want to see this Matt fail to hear the cries of anguish. June says, Matt, if you fail, I'm canceling our Saturday date night. You can do this, love.
Okay, I'm empowered.
Cool. It has very obviously noticed you as it then arcs over your head, pierces through the ground behind you, and is now working to circle around you. This is not an initiative-based fight. You're going to describe to me how you're going to try and fight this thing and counter it, and we're going to go as we go because this isn't an enemy. This is environment.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting the environment. All right. So the surrounding area, real quick. You said about 700 feet from the coast, give or take.
Several hundred, I said. So let's say 200 to 300 feet.
Okay. When this thing comes out of the ground, it's how should I put this? It's arcing and going in and out and in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just okay. When it launches back into the ground, I'm going to be sprinting as fast as fucking humanly possible through its little waves, just that little opening it has as it arcs down, and I'm going to start making my way towards the coast.
Turn Matt up a little bit because I had it turned down. That should be better. So yeah, you're going to be bolting towards the ocean as you go through the loops between the Phlox loops. Yeah. Roll me an athletics as you bolt towards the ocean.
Okay, I think I can do that. 25.
Yeah, no, you sprint between one of the loops of the snake's body. Then, as its head then reappears, blasting up through the ground in front of you, very nearly snapping you up, you juke to the left, continue running, juke to the right as it then comes down next to you. It then once more pierces up through the ground in front of you, loops over, and then, but this time very tight to the ground, where if you were to normally run in between, you would probably scorch yourself on the flame. So instead you do a slide underneath the fire, come up and continue running as you are sprinting like a bat out of hell.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep going. How close am I at this point?
You've made it. What's your movement speed?
65.
So yeah, you've made it about half the distance, I'll say, until you're at the coast.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm trying to get as close to it as physically possible at this point. So I'm gonna go again, and at this point, it's seemingly figuring out my plan. This thing now. When you say it's a fire serpent, is it literally made of fire, or is it a solid entity?
It looks like it's built out of molten rock, and it from between the cracks, gouts of flame burst forth.
Okay, I can make that work. It's solid. I'm gonna keep running, but instead of weaving under, because it's seemingly getting there, I'm gonna try and parkour over top this bitch.
That will be an acrobatics.
That is a 16. Not as good.
Yeah, so you continue trying to run. This time you try and launch yourself over the body itself, try and clear it completely. However, you fly a little too close to the proverbial sun, or in this case, flame serpent. as you then as you launch yourself, but don't quite make it as you then come close to the fire. The fire itself seems to have a force to it as it then propels you, scorching you, also propels you off to the side, throwing you off course, killing your momentum as you then hit the ground and roll as the Balak's tail, which is still poking out of the earth as it has partially arrested its movement in a supernatural display of dexterity, as the tail then slams down onto the ground in front of you as a wave of fire washes off and hits you. As you take...
Ooh. It hit so hard it woke out.
38 points of fire damage.
You know what? That's manageable. I can do that.
You have made it about a fourth of the distance you normally would. So you're going to have to try once more, try and get to the coast. How are you going to try and attempt that?
Let's see. So where is this thing currently? Also, how much fire damage did I just take?
38.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and actually reveal your location on the map for the need.
Oh.
As
good.
you are up there, the Falak is just behind.
Okay. So I need to get there. I'm almost there. I'm just gonna do it one more time. I'm going for a dash. It's still after me.
Yeah. Oh, it's very much after you.
It's very much.
It is all around you, as a matter of fact.
Angry snake.
Angry snake. I happen to have one idea, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna shoot a. No, it's not. That is a dumb idea. As I think about it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I'm gonna. How? So it's literally encircling me.
It is moving to try and surround you. If you allow it to, it will be around you completely in a matter of minutes.
Okay, I'm going to try and. Is there any way to get under it, or is it just getting closer? Because my thought process is, I would like to try and kind of possibly throw it off course with a quick strike, and then use that opening to get through.
Okay. Okay. Also,
Kinda like
I will
the
say,
shove action?
yeah, I will say actually, for the benefit of the people, the servants know that this fight is taking place as a major battle has initiated, so everybody is pinged as to where this is happening. Not who's involved so much as that there is a big fight happening here. So everyone's aware that it's happening. It's just a fair distance from literally everybody. You may make me an attack roll then. Try and deflect the giant fire snake.
Okay. Let's go for it then. 28. 21 plus 7. Yeah, 28. That's weird.
Were this a mundane sword, it would melt or crack on the first contact with the fallen. But this is not a mundane sword. Not by any measure. It's not quite of the same legendary status as, say, Excalibur, but very few weapons are. So this is an impressive weapon with a history of its own, and its body is composed of esoteric energy, which helps greatly in not arresting, because stopping the snake would be insanity, but redirecting it, pushing its force off in just a slightly different direction, manageable. As the body of the snake bears down on you, its huge snout, which itself has not ever opened up in a mouth yet. It just looks like one blunted end of a massive magma construct, comes down, threatens to smash you into the ground, possibly carry you down into the molten depths with it. You instead bring up your sword, ignite it in a full beam, and then bring it up and, with one hand against the beam itself, your armor rippling in activation, you then use that as bring it up against the side of the serpent, and then use that to guide it away as it then slips and melts into the earth next to you. And the moment that its head is fully threaded into the ground, and that's the path its body begins to follow and cord its way into the earth, you turn back towards the ocean, break into a sprint once more. You are now up against the shoreline.
Perfect. I need to so I've thrown this thing off course. I need to let this thing charge at me. That is my entire plan.
Mm-hmm.
But where can I see it? Where is it in relation?
Right now, it's the rest of its body is still, like, the last bits of its body are still slipping into the earth. The rest of its body is currently not visible.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send you a message real quick to confirm if something will work.
Okay.
Not yet. Almost. There we go. All right. All right. I sent the message.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
For all it's worth, I hope to God all those years in that stupid institute taught me something.
And I think it's time for the I need is this thing basically charging at me then?
You gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. There's an uncharacteristically long amount of time before the snake resurfaces, and it's putting you on edge. As the ground actually abates and it's quaking, then redoubles in its force, as you're going to have to give me, say, yeah, just let's say a strength saving throw. As the ground heaves with such force that it threatens to throw you onto your face. You definitely make that. As you hold your ground, and then the mountain in the center of W3, the tip, which previously was simply was coughing out a stream of smoke, now explodes in a column of fire. Except the column of fire is the Falak, which flies high into the sky. For the first time, its entire length is in the air, as it wraps around itself like a ball of yarn, twisting itself into a bloody crimson imitation of a sun. The heat in the air grows heavy. The air itself gains a weight and a mass that it didn't have before, as you feel the intensity of the heat from the Falak bear down on you. And the sun starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger as the huge fire serpent, which has twisted itself into a sphere, is descending towards you.
At this point, he's just gonna stand there. And as it starts descending closer and closer, and then eventually gets right in range, he's gonna kind of give himself a nod, like he's reassuring himself, and then he's gonna look right at it, and nanites is the best way I could describe it. Just a horde of
Swarm.
hundreds upon hundreds, swarm of black flies will just engulf him. And I'm activating my noble phantasm. I'm gonna grab this son of a bitch.
Okay. As the black dispersal, it could be described as a cloud of flies. It could be described as a cloud of mites or black particles fill the air around you, swarming around you, wrapping you in this coat of swarming, flitting, buzzing creatures. As the air grows dark, in defiance of the bright sun bearing down on you. And then you're no longer standing in the wasteland, as you are now in a large, blank white space. The nanites that were previously wrapped around you are now coming off of you in waves that fly high into the blank white air. This limitless alabaster expanse as these flies, these nanites, then begin to solidify into blades, not unlike the one that is your right arm. Incomplete, without a full blade attached, hilts and handles, with where the tang ends and the blade begins. Instead are these gaping areas with these look like almost light projectors glowing. And if your normal sword is anything to go by, ready to project their own blades, their own beams of light. And these hang high in the air in a great swarm that fills the sky throughout the expanse from edge to edge, blacking out the sky as far as the eye can see. And the Falak, this great dread sun barreling towards you, what do you do with it now that it is within the air, the realm of your reality marble?
First and foremost, now that the reality marble has taken shape, he's just gonna stand there for a moment, and he's going to, for better or worse, invoke his protocol in a sense. So he's going to just wait. Just as it gets a little closer, he's waiting, he's aiming. And that's when he will quickly, while it's on, junt its position far away behind him as he possibly can. And just as it goes and crests, he's going to turn it off. He's going to turn off his noble phantasm.
Okay. As the great dread sun judders for a moment within its position in reality, as you rewrite its position in your internal world, such that the sun is now descending far behind you, and then the white space and the nanites once more retracted in an impossibly short, quick, almost vacuum that pulls all back into you. And as you do that, the Falak, much like the sun does at the end of every day, only in a much more literal sense, touches down and submerges into the sea. As it crashes into the water, great billows of steam washing over the land of both this continent and the one you're on, as a wave of mist and steam rolls over. Were it not for your armor, you're sure, were it not for your armor and the fact that you were yourself a servant, you're sure it would have blistered your skin with the intensity of the heat of the vapors. As it then washes over the land, spreads out, there's a great tidal wave that comes over the shores as the mass of the Falak disrupts and displaces the water. And the Falak itself is rapidly cooling as it unwinds from its wound up ball-like configuration. And while it doesn't stop, it is remarkably more sluggish, as it seems to be. Were it not for the ferocity that moved with before, you would think it was worming its way through the water at a leisurely pace as it tries to make its way back toward.
It's not really necessarily diving in and out at this point. It's just kind of like Loch Ness monstering itself.
It's undulating towards the land. Yes.
Now, as a saber, am I able to? Oh well, no. Actually, I was gonna say, can I? How am I able to cross the water? Am I able to get in, stand atop the water?
Yes, because heroic. Actually, in your particular circumstance, perhaps not. No, you wouldn't.
I'm gonna wait on the shore. I'm gonna just wait for it to approach, but as soon as it gets within range, I'm going in for the attack. I'm going to try and get on it. So I say, for better or worse, it's kind of extinguished. Would standing on it immediately immolate me?
It's doused for now, so no. No, it would not.
Yeah, at the moment that it gets within range, he's going to jump and try and climb on top of this thing and just start cleaving into it.
Okay.
What he would assume is its head.
As you jump upon its head and then begin running along its body, what you notice as it approaches the shore is its head is this blunt, massive stone with two massive pits on either side, which you think would emulate eyes. And the moment it reaches the shore and you're within jumping distance, its head begins to press into the earth, and it takes a moment for the earth to push out of the way and melt partially. It begins to tunnel once more into the ground. And it slowly pulls itself back into the earth. And you can see where it's begun to melt into the dirt. The body of the Falak is once more starting to glow as the cinders are once more revived. You, running along its back, begin to hack and slash and carve a hatch mark of slashes across its back, Metal Gear Rising style. You run across and hack at it, and you cleave away great partitions of stone. But what you carve away is, quite honestly, not a remarkable amount. This thing is massive. And when you carve deep, exposing a glowing hot core interior, which itself bathes you in a renewed heat as the molten interior oozes through. The stone itself begins to slowly bend back together, very slow, especially given its current condition. If it was fully ignited, you think it would have been far faster. But you continue to go until eventually you've made your way across this entire, along the length of its entire body, and the thing has pulled itself fully as it submerges faster and faster, as it pulls itself fully into the earth. You've done about as much damage as you can, given the circumstances.
I probably won't get another shot at that. Where am I now in relation? Have I ended it and jumped off of this thing?
You're basically still on the shore, and you are now jumped off and standing on the now half-glassed beach.
At this point, there's probably nothing else I can do, yeah.
I would like another strength saving throw.
I can do that. No, that's a 19.
Not as great.
Not as great.
This time, the tremors are even worse. This time, they throw you from your feet onto your back as your armor cracks and slides against the obsidian glass beneath you. And then something truly horrifying happens.
Ugh.
as where before the mountain had blown its top, now it shatters in an explosion of great boulders the size of towns come flying off as the thing explodes like Krakatoa. One side of the mountain exploding out in a gout of magma and wrecked rock, igneous and otherwise, as a truly massive flow of molten earth begins to flood through the land. And where the lava flow traces across the ground, the earth begins to separate. Uh, as the earth itself cracks and exposes itself. And the tremors grow worse. And there's a and there's a message over your mental link from Denise of okay, you had your go, time to move. If you're still alive, then move, please.
Moving, I will, begrudgingly.
As I will say, you've moved back to W2. And yeah. Right.
Oh, what is that?
Oh.
Oh wait, is that? Oh no, it's not transparent.
I was like, that it's just.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's saved as a PNG. Why is it not transparent? Bugger me. Okay, we'll do this differently. Let mode. Okay. I'm gonna DIY this a little bit. As in a bellow of crashing waves, the section of the island there breaks off and begins to sink into the ocean.
I have a feeling that he's probably still around.
Nah, never. You've gotten rid of him. You won.
We're Boone.
Hooray!
As you have faced the Falak and lived to tell the tale. And now there's a section of the Wasteland Island completely gone.
I want to go home.
Hey, man, you managed to survive with only like 38 damage to your name.
Yeah, really and truly. I'm not done with it.
Oh, I'm sure. But yes, you effectively tried to solo an MMO raid boss, but you came out alive.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Berserker finishes her movement for the turn, and that's the first turn of the session. Wow.
Oh my god, so much happened.
Yeah, quite a bit
I
happened
mean,
actually.
I literally only used my Noble Phantasm as a movement device. I didn't fully use it.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey man, I use my noble phantasm as a fucking finisher.
June
Like,
says,
I can easily fucking stabbed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
realized-
fucking
I
fake
realized
paladin
very quickly. I had a plan, and then I went, "Wait, I can't walk on water." That was just, that was just Artoria who could do that.
there was a reason for
Damn.
why Artoria could do that, and it was because
The
Artoria.
lady, yeah.
Well, no, not just because of the Lady of the Lake. It's because of the characteristic of heroic spirits,
Mm-hmm.
specifically how they
Damn, Matt.
function. You are a little bit
So
more.
kind.
You are a little bit more material
That's true.
than
A
your
little
normal.
more
You don't have the spectral form that the other spirits do.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is I can walk in water.
Yeah.
Yes, you could walk on water. I'd be concerned if you couldn't walk on water, Julian.
I think all of us
Yeah.
can walk
Lancet.
on water besides Matt.
Literally, I'm the only one who can't walk on water.
And that's because, in case nobody noticed, Matt's character is a demi-servant, which, given the way that the first couple sessions played out, should be fairly obvious, given that he's an actual person with a real name.
No, my date got canceled. God damn it.
But yeah, June said that was still clever though, love. Great try.
Oh, I tried. Where is that son of a bitch?
Off to fight God. Yeah, you came out pretty well this, considering the circumstances. Who wants to start rolling initiative again?
Sure.
I already got a head start.
Oh, damn it! I got a 19. Forgot to click my token. I'll do it again. Okay, damn, that sucks.
It won't let me.
Get it, Ryder. You're fucking fast.
Best of luck. We.
So really, we're rolling for who goes second.
Really?
I for some reason can't select my token.
Oh, that one? Yeah, I made one unselectable. You can use the one in the bottom right. That's doing things.
Oh.
I want to be difficult. Go. Okay. It's caster's initiative as well. We'll go ahead and add him. That means, yeah, that means the trio goes off of caster's initiative. Saber, Rider, and Berserker.
I'm saving my big noble phantasm speech for when I'm actually gonna use it.
All right, Rider.
No one rides in a horse as fast as Gaston.
Mm-hmm. So what would you like to do next? I see you. Okay. spectators can see where everybody is moving, thanks to the power of GM layer. Oh boy. Right. Anything you would like to do while you were there? Okay. Perception roll.
Can someone get Grandpa some glasses?
And yeah. Given previous. Uh, Yep, okay. Pebby, I sent you a message. Peb?
I think I'm alive.
There you are. Hey, take care of the egg. Yeah, Peb, I sent you a message.
Oh shit. What you call it? I will of course alert the other two.
Okay, go ahead and send them that message then.
Can we roll perception to spot and see if I spot the other one as well?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, clear voice, do it very now. Fuck.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna turn down that music. It's a little too tense for how we're doing it right now.
The snake is currently not eating the earth.
Right.
Do the other two know now?
You can go ahead and DM the message if you want.
Oh, okay. Corbin and Lynn, look in our little chat mate for us too.
Gotcha. Oh.
Okay. And out that. Yeah. Ryder, you will have a scene happen in a moment. Let me get to your turn.
All right.
Berserker. He's going to move.
Berserker.
Go.
Rami, I'll send you a message.
Okay. Alright, Lancer, it is your turn.
Oh, my turn.
Hmm?
What? Hold on. I mean, Can you spell that for me real quick? I can. What was that, Marbecca?
No. You are in the
I thought it was.
second one.
I thought the.
You're in the second one.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn the enemy, the frog boy, was on the first one.
No.
Anyways, since I'm there, then that means I've got everything I need here. So. Alrighty.
Okay. Did I miss anything?
Nope. Just sending something to Jules.
Oh, good.
You missed Lancer becoming god.
Oh, I see. Okay. Help me kill that fucking giant worm, then, please.
I was thinking about it. Ain't my problem.
And there we go. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, what are you attempting to do? Like move to there. Okay. And a perception check.
Perception, my favorite roll. Oh, that's not a good roll. Oh well.
Here you do not find anything of particular interest.
Alright, what's that? What's that? Want to add that to inventory, I think? Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Actually, no, I think we better add. Do you think it would be better to add that boon as a item or a skill?
Item, I'd say.
Alright.
Or actually, yeah, maybe add it under your features. Although that's a pretty full list
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the only reason I was thinking about that is because they can't add a description under the item.
True. Yeah, I guess feature would be the best place to put it.
Alright.
Also, let me check on chat. I haven't checked back there in a bit. Hasn't changed too much. Although Ari has told everybody, has redeemed a self-care. So everybody drink, sit up straight, unshrimp yourself. You hear me? Unshrimp yourself.
Fine.
Good.
Glug,
I'm on
glug, glug, glug.
Gluck, gluck.
Sound of consuming liquid.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Where are we waiting on?
Ah,
I
baby.
see. Thank you.
Yes, hello.
Yeah,
I'm all good.
that is Lancer's turn. Saybird, it's now your turn.
Oh, that's perfect timing. Okay, well, have I met back up with Denise?
Yes, and she is worried sick about you. You know, if she didn't have a kitten clasped to her chest with one hand, she'd be pulling you into a very tight hug. Instead,
Yeah.
she considers for a moment socking you across the head. Realizes, wait, no, you've got armor on, and settles instead for just kind of like putting a hand against your still very warm chest plate and just shoving you. I hope you have that out of your system now.
Yeah, he'll drop his he'll deconstruct his helmet and go, listen, I okay,
And now she punches you across the face.
Okay. It thankfully doesn't hurt as bad, I'd
It's,
assume.
yeah, no, you barely feel it, but it's just like, is it out of your system now?
Well, I kind of had another part of that plan, but I don't know where it went. So damn it. Yeah, I guess.
Good. Don't ever do that to me again.
Okay, but like, what if I had a really good chance? Because I think I got a really good chance.
She turns away like 90 degrees from you, just like to no one in particular, with like one hand up in sort of like a knife hand just next to her, and goes, "This boy." Just like,
Listen, I came away pretty good for a serpent that is only afraid of God. I feel like,
look, okay, so
you know,
with the way these things work, it's probably not the actual Fallout, because if it's something that only fears God, I doubt that whoever these people are have it locked here in their basement. Still, do you see what it did to that portion of the island?
we don't know if I did that or it
You
did
didn't
that.
do that.
I know I didn't do that.
Just look, if we're that thing is probably just meant there as a hazard or as a distraction, which you got distracted by. If you really insist on that, if you absolutely have to, you seem to be talking okay with Lancer there a little bit before. I'm sure they're suicidal enough as well. You two could like work together or something, but for God's sake, please stop trying to fight that thing on your own.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it again. Fine.
That is
We should keep
all I
moving.
needed to hear. Because remember, we're trying to get home alive.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I'm not a servant, am I? Yeah, no.
You
Yeah, I
are,
could die.
remember,
Wow.
demi-servant, half servant. You like when you die,
know-
you don't just go back to the throne of heroes and get revived again sometime with your memory erased. You die, and the portion of you that isn't the servant locked inside your body, that's dead. It doesn't go to the throne of heroes. You're gone forever. So never do that again to me. Don't do that to me, please. We
I
came
have to remember.
we have come too far from the Institute to stumble at this point. I am not losing you.
I know. I'm sorry. I just
Just-
really need us to win.
She comes up with with her free hand, grabs you by the chin, and says, "I know. We're going to win. But you keep pulling stunts like that, and our chances just keep getting hurt." This war is our best chance of getting away from the Institute. Every time you pull a stunt like this, we get further and further away. I care too much about you to let that happen. I let you go off and fight that because I wouldn't have been able to convince you otherwise. In case you hadn't noticed, I wouldn't have been able to pull you away like we used to. If this was our old selves, I would have noogied you, grabbed you around the neck, and pulled you away from that stupid stunt. But I can't do that anymore. I can't be your shepherd. All I can do is try and convince you not to. But unfortunately, nothing about becoming a servant has gotten rid of your stubbornness.
He's kind of gonna kick the ground a little bit, like, okay, I'm sorry. That berserker scares the hell out of me, Denise.
I know. She scares the hell out of me too. And so does the giant fucking fire snake.
Is it bad that I feel like I had a better chance against the fire snake than that berserker?
Honestly, I don't know. But I'm gonna be honest. Everything about this war fucking terrifies me. Everything. All the servants we're facing, they're all horror. Like, I don't know what monsters are hiding beneath the mask. Everything that's in these countrysides, there's monsters hiding behind every corner. There's God knows what else waiting in the wings but from that lady, because she's got all these veiled threats. What terrifies me the most of all is losing you. Because unlike the rest, if their servants die, they go home. They're fine. They're barely even hurt. They lose out on winning the war, but that's fine. I go home. I go back to that soulless white box we call a home without my best friend and my other half.
Yeah.
We're in this together. And we were getting out of this together. This war is our best chance of breaking away from this. We get that wish. We never have to worry about them again. But if you die, it's more than just missing out on a wish for me. Because I'm pretty damn sure I'm not going to have a reason to go on if you die. So if you care about me, even a slight amount, show a little more self-preservation.
He's gonna kind of pull her into a hug at that point and go, I know.
One hand, like her free hand now, comes up.
Yeah, free hand. The one that's not a sword.
Your free hand wraps around her, and her free hand comes up around your back, threads itself through the back of the hair on the back of your head. And it's for about the next minute. She spends about the next minute very softly crying into your shoulder.
He'll just comfort her. I think that I'm going to stay here this turn. Heal up. Mm-hmm. Let Denise heal up.
You weren't expecting me to hit you guys with the feels out of nowhere, were you?
Yeah. How's that feel? Now y'all are assholes if you kill me.
I just win the war through guilt trips.
Like a job for me.
You're not gonna win the war through guilt trips.
I know.
But yeah, with that, Saber's turn is over. What's the trio up to? Although I think I have an idea.
I already sent a message as to what our plan is.
Yes, I see. Alrighty. As you all rest that way. Okay. Ryder.
Yes.
You're kicking around this area. Trying to look for anything particularly useful or usable. Or maybe a good place for shelter, who knows. What? When Benny dismounts from your horse as you guys stop to take a break. This is like, quit, whiz break, as he then sort of flick-flacks off the horse, and then goes trots behind a pine tree. Benny for the spectators is this young man here. But for some reason, people keep insisting is a himbo. Wouldn't know why. It's very dark, and for some reason, because of that, my webcam is no longer tracking my mouth. Yeah. Right. So, Benny. Dismounts, goes off behind a tree. There's a quiet humming, and the steam of snow being melted. And then what the fuck?
What is it? I dismount from my horse as well.
And as you kind of like walk around the side to see what Benny behind the tree, he's kind of recoiled and standing back on one foot as second. I'm going to
Oh shit!
as this man with a bag clutched in his hand, looking up, very grumpy up at Benny, and says, "Oh, you wanker! You pissed on me house!"
I punt him.
Ryder turns to Benny and asks, "Did you see his house there?"
Look, the mushroom.
House.
The mushroom was underneath the snow before it melted. As you see, there's a large fly agaric, like a very large fly agaric mushroom, which is now moist, damp, slick, even shiny. Under which sat, looking very grumpy indeed, is this man with the bellflower on top of his head or hat.
Ryder will walk up next to his master, and he will turn to this little man and say, "I do apologize for this on his behalf. I don't believe we saw your house there."
Yeah, we should walk where you look where you walk, long legs. Supposed to be sleeping for the winter. Yeah, fine. You found me. You've located me. Fine. Okay. You are doing things the way the tradition demands. As he then steps onto his stands fully on his stumpy legs. His height measures up to your kneecap, if you include the hat. His actual height measures up to about halfway up Benny's kneecap, halfway up Benny's shin.
Okay.
As he looks at you all with a very cross glare. Says, "Right then, you want to get out of here unscathed? Got to answer one
to Benny.
Gotta answer one of me riddles."
Riddles, eh?
Yeah, you look. This one here, though, he don't get nothing. You, though, looks up to you, Ryder. Seeing as you're the one who pissed on me house, you seem like a clever sort. You get to answer.
All right. Try me.
All right then. You answer one question. You have one riddle right. I'll let you go. Answer two riddles. Play you the way out of this forest. Three riddles. I'll give you a gift. You ready to begin?
Am I allowed to phone a friend?
The fuck do you mean phone a friend?
Contact somebody and get
No, of course you're not.
for some help.
You're answering the questions.
All right.
Wanker. Everybody thinks they're clever. If they weren't so clever, if they were so damn clever, they'd be able to answer me fucking riddles, wouldn't they? Jeez. Oh man, Peppy, I feel bad for you. But yes. Oh yeah. Got that.
Last in 102.
I've got that, Matt. But yes. But yes. Right. Yeah. So, Ryder, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Right. Okay. How can you leave a room, 2 legs, and return with 6?
Age, so you need a walker?
Is that your final answer?
It certainly tried.
Nay, what old man has 6 legs?
Hmm.
You get 2 more chances with that, laddie. I'd suggest to be very careful about your next guess.
You bring a chair?
Ah, that's it. That's riddle number 1.
Ah.
All right. What is so fragile, saying its name breaks it?
Clever.
Art? The heart?
Night.
Hmm.
Incorrect.
Google it.
Sona, shush.
That's not your phone, Ryder. Ask Google.
Yes, in this pocket dimension where there's absolutely internet.
The air?
Nay. You're on your 3rd guess.
Lips?
Unfortunately not. Oh, well, that's that riddle's out. Well, I can't tell you the way out of the forest now. You're gonna have to worry about that one yourself. You still have a chance for a gift, if you so wish. Let's let me think of a new one.
And regardless of directions or no, we can at least manage. Isn't that right, Benny?
Alright then. There's a 1-story house in which everything is painted yellow. Yellow walls, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What color are the stairs?
Brown?
What? No, not brown.
Well,
One guess.
I guess it's just because you tracked your name regardless.
You silly human. Oh, then you got 2 more guesses. A 1-story house in which everything is yellow.
Yellow.
Night.
These stairs are colored. These stairs are painted stairs.
Mm.
1-story house where everything's painted yellow.
What color are the stairs? I think Jules is realized.
Oh, they're not painted because there are no stairs.
Ah, there you go on the money. I thought you were a little more clever than you look.
See, that one got me because I was assuming he was talking about the stairs leading to the house.
No. Finally, I thought I saw a glimmer of cleverness in those eyes. At which he then, from underneath his hat, pulls what looks to be a pouch of some sort, as he then lobs it up to you.
I grab it.
Give yourself a douse in that, and nobody will ever see it coming. We use it all the we men in Canaan use it all the time to get from place to place without you longshanks seeing us.
Interesting.
As he then produces his own pouch off of his belt, sprinkles himself in dust, and he fades from the visible spectrum. I got the fuck out of me house.
Yes, right away.
Next time, piss somewhere else.
Yes, not to worry. Next time we need to take bathroom breaks, we will be sure to watch for someone's house. Isn't that correct, Master?
Benny just looks at you, just with a shrug of, what am I supposed to do?
Ryder's just giving him a shit-eating grin. I'm kidding with
Benny's looking like his brain is overcooked just being in the proximity of those riddles. But yes, the little man is what is known as a Menincaine, which is a Norse spirit of sorts.
Ooh.
Or a Menincainen, I suppose. But Menincainen.
Orden Canaan.
Not quite.
And his tome.
I heard he wrote a tome of foes.
Yes, a Menincainen. It's missing the umlaut there because it's hard to get in there.
Okay.
They're a fairy figure that involve riddles, favors, and dominance struggles. Once thought to be the spirits of the dead, though they have changed over time, it becomes something a little different. Particularly in Finland, it is used interchangeably with like goblins and hobgoblins and gnomes. Overall, it's just kind of it uses a interchangeable word for the little folk. But yes, they're a sort of not quite trickster spirit, but still a spirit that poses riddles, acts as an interfering aspect in some people's journeys, and as a slight discouragement from roaming around in Forest Sun. Yes, and that is Ryder's turn.
Ryder will fare the little man well, and he and his master will head off.
Yes, as you once more remount. Zerker has moved. Answer has done
I'll
her
also be
thing.
right back at his bathroom.
Okay, about that. Yeah. And with that, once more, initiative.
Alright, laddie. Let's get our turn order. Oh, well. Glad I ain't Saber.
I keep forgetting to click it. That's okay. 7 it is. I took a really long time to cry.
I mean, dude, maybe you two were just taking it slow.
We were taking it slow.
No, they were just trying to hurt him saying, "Oh no, I love you. No, I love you." And fucking dying.
Oh no, they're definitely just platonic friends.
They're just platonic friends.
Really good friends that were
Right.
roommates.
They were roommates.
They
my
were
God, they were
roommates.
We were roommates.
They weren't always roommates. You know, they had other people, but you know, they all died. So now they're just roommates.
Mm-hmm. Before they were dorm mates, and now there's just so few children in the institute that they're the only 2 people there in their dorm. They're just roommates.
Now we're just roommates.
The institute,
Frey
the
really got busy.
Mm.
You alright, homie? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought Evan cut himself.
Tell Evan to stop hurting himself.
Stop hurting yourself.
No.
He said no. He said it's for alchemical research.
Man is trying to make a fucking homunculus over here.
I have worries. Most alchemical research that requires self-harm is usually, go figure, Faustian in nature. And, yeah. I totally didn't get my name from somewhere. Right. Let's see. We still need initiative, guys.
And I'm back.
I rolled initiative. Corbin needs to roll initiative to see who has the highest. Or the highest. And then Jake over here has the flex on everyone.
I mean, overall, that actually wasn't that high of a roll for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at it, plus 15.
Yeah, that was 1 under our dear Lancer. However, Julian actually rolled a 17 and got a +4, and Jake rolled a 7 and got a +15.
You know, sometimes just
Whew.
you aren't born to ski.
That's true.
Sometimes you just gotta go
Oh,
fast.
shit, June, I'm sorry. June just got jump scared by an ad. That's why I hate the ads on Twitch because, like television ads, they have the volume pumped up to like twice the normal stream volume. Because I'm a fairly quiet person, those ads scare the shit out of people. Because they're listening to me on with the volume up, like so to speak, like sitting close to the TV, so to speak. And when the ads come on, it just blares. It's obnoxious. I wish I could opt into maybe some quieter ads, but I don't even know if those are available. I'd like some fucking Ferrero Rocher ads. Thank you very much. They whisper in those all the time. Anyway, I think we're missing Corbin for initiative.
Wabinski.
Korbinski.
Watch Corbin somehow rolls higher than me.
Or bingo.
Bum, ba-da-dum. Ah. Let's take a minute to talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
God no. God.
Also, what was the answer to the second riddle? I mean, if you can share it.
Silence.
If that's
Silence.
aha.
Silence.
I see.
You
Also,
break
I-
silence by
yeah,
saying its name.
I'm leading us this time. So.
UK. There we go. Okay. Sort. Settings. Descending.
Now I'd like to go into the ocean, Jake.
Under the sea?
Theoretically, couldn't we just, if we can't walk on water, couldn't we just like cross the middle sea and do go to another location?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Kraken lives there. The what?
Huh?
Sea monsters. No, don't get on it.
It's cold up here.
Don't get on any boats.
Question: when do our resources respawn? When we get resources, how many turns? Is it 3 turns per day?
Yeah, I'll say every 3 turns. I'll say every 3 turns is about 6 hours. Every turn is about 6 hours.
Okay. So that's so I have about 2 more turns. Okay.
Right. Ryder, can I ask for a perception check from you?
Yep. Oops.
Hey. So, with that, I would also, if you have it, I would like a survival from you as you try to navigate your way out of the forest here.
Me?
Yes. Very good. As despite what is obviously meant to be a confusingly thick and convoluted maze of conifers, you managed to make your way through the forest all right and make progress. Where would you like to head next? Also, before you make that decision, you spot the trio of people in the area next to you, and you also see that they have seen you.
Ryder will turn to Benny and say to him, "Huh, look at that. We have guests."
He looks over and goes, "Huh. There's 3 servants, and they're not fighting each other. You think they're doing like a fight club or something?"
I'm gonna. Can I attempt to beckon Ryder?
You could. You've seen that he's seen you. Yeah.
Do I see them like beckoning us towards them?
Yeah. Like you see Archer like hold up a hand and then wave you over.
I turn to Benny first and say, "What do you say? Do we parlay with them?"
I don't know, man. I don't talk very good. I'm better at punching things.
How about this? I can try and parlay with them, and if things do not go quite as planned, then you can have a backup.
Yeah, we can do that.
Then?
I mean, you are pretty fast. Yeah, 3-on-1. I like these odds.
As long as we have speed and strength, we should be all right. And I shall wave back down. I shall wave back down to them and start riding my way over to them.
Okay.
And approaching them is this man clad in armor with a kind of waist cape around his sides, riding atop a tall black horse.
As Ryder approaches.
Oh, sorry. No.
That's it. As Ryder approaches, along with Benny, all mounted up on this large black. Yeah, exactly. Type of horse. But yeah, large black. Yeah. You may openly discuss now if you so wish, or you may DM it if you worry about the other servants metagame.
I think we're pretty good just talking here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I trust people not to metagame, so
that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you made.
Archer will give Ryder a courtesy bow and say, Good to see you're in well health, Ryder.
Well met as well, fellow servant. He says as he will dismount his horse. I was half expecting sudden violence, but parleying is definitely a better alternative to fighting, personally speaking.
Well, that sudden violence is sort of a hot topic right now. To the south of us is Berserker.
I saw the ping off over there. He points way off across the sea, over to where the big ass explosions were happening.
No, that wasn't Berserker. That was something else.
That was one of the other servants, I imagine.
Probably.
Yes. So,
What brings you three together?
well, that's simple. To fight Berserker.
And we're friends.
I suppose that last part as well.
To Felix's his usual stuffy self is going like, that bit has yet to be proven. We are allies of convenience. Being friends is not something we should be attempting or aiming for in the middle of a war. The moment Berserker is dead, we are going to turn on one another.
That's true, but at the moment, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
At the very least, can we not be acquaintances?
We were that when we met in the White Room.
Precisely.
That's true.
I can't argue with that. Flawless logic. Still,
Yes.
another
Ryder, would you?
one more ally in the fight against Berserker is always better. That monster is truly frightening.
What has Berserker done so far as to warrant such a legacy so far?
Well,
Bad.
We haven't seen what Berserker can exactly do yet, but we are aware of a scuffle that happened between her and two other servants, Lancer and Saber. And judging by the fact that they were able to take on both night classes at once, and from the looks of it, when I seen her come out unscathed, I'd say she is of a high caliber.
And I doubt that she is very friendly towards anyone.
Kaya, for her part, says, well, she was definitely smiling quite a bit. And then Yulia, the master of assassin, speaks up a little bit, her timid voice nearly drowned out even by the quietest of conversation. And I analyzed her when we were in the room together. She's not like the rest of us, and like the rest of you. She's something else. I think the Master of Berserker broke the rules somehow.
Broke the rules?
I think she's a divine spirit. And Ari, the reason every master is a cute girl or woman, is because you haven't seen Felix. And you haven't seen Riley. But you have seen Benny.
I'm also here.
There's also Frey. But Frey is also technically Saber. Yeah. Yes, that little bombshell comes from Yulia, where she says, I think she's a divine spirit.
Regardless of status, 4 of us against 1 of her, I think the odds might be in our favor. So,
Ryder will turn back to Benny and silently nod to him.
Well, I'm always up for a little bit of teamwork. Team sport's good for the soul. And honestly, if any one of us is screwed one-on-one with her, yeah, no, this makes sense.
And knowing her so far and the likelihood of her being a divine spirit, chances are on her end she won't need numbers to win a battle. But we may.
Yeah, like she looks. Benny kind of looks between the rest of them and goes like, "I'm not from any like school or family or anything, so I don't know exactly what a divine spirit is." Which Felix just kind of, in his infinite unbearable exasperation, sighs and goes, a divine spirit is anything that was more than human, usually back from the age of gods. This is anything from, say, one of the immortals of the Gorgon sisters, Theno or Euryale, to actual gods and goddesses. So, we may be facing a goddess. Fills me with no confidence whatsoever. I thought our odds were bad before. This is just plain. If what you're saying is true, as he looks at Yulia with a very scrutinizing gaze, and you're not trying to throw us off and make us over-prepared just for the off chance that we do better, you manipulative little shrew.
Hey, let's be nice here.
I don't think
Call names. That's not very nice.
You think I don't? She thinks I don't see through her facade for even a moment. She's sorely mistaken. Which a very bitter look crosses across Yulia's face. Regardless, we're still in an alliance together, so I'll keep my views relatively to myself. This just means we're gonna have to be even more careful.
Do we have enough information to deduce a potential identity?
Yulia once more chimes up and says, she has strong association with the element of fire.
With who?
She has a strong association with the element of fire. Beyond that, I don't know. I just know she's strong. Strong even for a divine spirit. She's angry. Very angry. All the time.
Ryder strokes his chin and his beard as he ponders. He kind of mutters a bit and says, I have a bit of a hunch, but I can't be certain. It's on the tip of my tongue, a nameless thing. The more we ponder, the more we give her time to move, strategize.
Our plan, or at least until we met you, was to settle down and potentially get an area situated for all of us to perform an ambush of sorts, and I would serve as the baits to lure her out.
If you have need, I'm able to help with that.
That is true. Ryder is pretty fast, isn't he?
Yes. If need be, I could act as a forward scout. I would have to be very careful about it.
I can see quite far away, actually. And can I roll a perception check to see if she's gotten any closer?
Sure.
Oh boy. 28.
One day, one time, you want to ask, I roll perception to see And Raven's gonna go, no, turn around.
Visible panic.
yeah,
Visible panic.
Visible panic. Panic.
No, you cannot roll perception. She's already taken your eyes.
you feel your pants become suddenly tighter and heavier.
What?
As they are stained brown.
He's talking about shitting himself, Lynn, not the other way around.
What?
Mm.
What?
So
Are you okay, Ryder?
My.
You okay?
No, this was out of character.
Mhm.
uh,
Archer, far to the south, you see Berserker, this time moving slower, more deliberate, with her master in tow, as she ducks beneath branches and seems to be sticking close to the tree line. Very obviously looking to break sight. But,
How
despite that,
far-
you managed.
Can I deduce how far it would probably take her to get to us?
If you were to continue moving at that pace, about a day.
No, but if we were to just stay here right now and just start fortifying.
About a day.
Okay. Archer's gonna then just sort of nod to himself. We need to start getting ready. I know where she's at. She'll be here with at most a day.
How many turns has it been? Hold on.
You're correct. Time is of the essence, regardless of where she is.
1 sec.
Mhm.
1 turn. 2. Okay, so by rules of Rami, next turn should be considered a day because, or at least a day for me, because it'll be 3 turns. Neat.
Yes.
Can't wait to get more hit dice.
Right. And I'll let you guys forum about that. As the looming threat of Berserker comes upon the horizon. Lancer.
Hi. Oh yeah, if I should tell you what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Alrighty.
And perception?
You will not be able to move to that area. It is not connected. You will, however, be able to move to the one just next.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm okay.
It's
Hold
okay.
on.
It's not labeled the best.
Yeah, I saw those arrows and assumed. Oh, that's the case.
You'll still be able to go onto that area, like the overall area, just the landmass. But
Oh, sorry. No, I messed up. Okay, hold on. I meant the. That's what I meant. Whoops.
okay, yeah, no, you can get there, no problem.
Okay. I was like, whoops. Sorry. I somehow just. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and that is perception.
Perception. Where are you? Man.
Unfortunately, you're not able to scratch up anything useful, and you don't run across any gribblies.
I see.
Unfortunate. Sadness. The trio, which is now linked up with the writer, so you are now considered one body of people.
You're now a quartet.
You're a quartet. You are intending to fortify, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Um,
actually, Rami,
hmm?
is it possible for me to give someone else my boon?
You could give it to them.
I'm gonna throw my Snelligaster cape over the caster.
Okay.
You need to stay hidden the longest.
Mhm. Thank you.
And due to other matters, I don't think hiding is gonna get me anywhere.
Yes, you can go ahead and throw the description of that at him in DMs then.
I'll send the picture to Corbin. Took a picture of it.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Yes.
If we can't rely solely on stealth, we can at least be evasive.
Caster now has an elegant cape, which is leathery in texture and has these ridges along it as if it could be expanded out into bat-like wings. And Saber.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, considering the sheer amount of devastation that that came from this, I think it's where was I again? Let's see. I think I'm going to go. I think I gotta play now. Here we go.
Yes.
There we go. I sent the
Yes,
message. Okay.
yes, you are.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna travel there. I'm gonna. Yeah, that'll be good. I don't think I can actually do anything else other than Let's go ahead and click, 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 click. There they are. Actually, I've already done this. So, I will. Okay. Oh, hi, Eddie. There we go. Sent the message. Let's see.
Okay, perception then.
Alrighty, that's what I thought. Ooh, 17.
Yes. Yes.
You rolled all right. Unfortunately, this area seems to have already been tossed for anything.
Ah.
You've been through here already.
Yeah, that's what I thought so. I was like, wait a minute. Worth a shot. Well, I'll just wait here then. That's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay, new lot of initiative. For the quartet, I want a basic I'm not gonna go day by day for you, or like turn by turn for you guys, since you're just kind of sitting there
I did it again.
in one place. I want the four of you to come up with a basic plan of your action when you attempt to ambush Berserker, how you're fortifying the area, that kind of. Because in a few minutes we're gonna be wrapping up the session. Next session will be the confrontation with Berserker. Plays out.
All right.
I want a plan of action from the. That is your
All right,
homework
boys.
That is your homework. I will say, next week and I should bring this up now since I am bringing up the idea that we're going to be wrapping this up soon. Next weekend, we are once more going to be skipping a week because I'm going to be out of the country for that week. You guys,
where are you heading?
Heading to Rome.
Ooh, right. You mentioned
Ooh.
that. You mentioned that. You just
Maybe-
missed Jake.
Oh.
Yeah,
Have a good time over there. It's great.
it's a beautiful city. It has its issues, but it's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
But yeah. That said, so you'll have 2 weeks to formulate a plan of attack. My guess is you guys will come up with the plan probably the day before. As you do. If I'm being generous.
Also, add me to your guys' group chat so we can strategize.
That's good.
I can do
That's
that. I
I'm
can do it, Jake.
looking forward to seeing when eventually either the group just completely congeals, all the servants are fighting alongside each other, or when the group dynamic breaks down and it's more just all for one.
Oh man.
And it becomes nothing but backstabbing all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, that would never happen.
No, never. Yeah.
Winks.
I want you guys to formulate a plan of attack because you guys have an entire day to prepare before Berserker is upon you. As that said,
Thank you.
Well, we'll go to just to finish off the session. Lancer and Saber, what are you doing over the next 3 turns?
Over the next 3 turns?
Yes.
3 turns.
Because the 4 of them are over there spending the next 3 turns fortifying and getting ready. The 2 of you are the only reacting components. So I'm just gonna go.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go basically 3 turns.
I'm probably gonna stay on the move. I doing pretty much the same thing.
And then I'm just gonna restock my HP.
Well, yeah, resting to get my HP back and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, servants don't rest to get HP back.
Yeah, they just get it, don't they?
They have to be healed by their masters, and they don't get hit dice back. They get hit dice lent to them by their master.
That's right. And then does my master have enough hit die to give me all mine back? Or...
Yes, she would. Over the course of that long, yes, she would.
Neat.
Okay. Yeah, so presumably that's what Denise and I were doing after our crying session.
Yes, mana exchange.
Oh, stop! No! Probably. But no!
So vile.
You can't tell me that is explicitly what mana exchange in the world of Fate is. Because that is literally what it is.
Remove thyself from the gutter.
Remove thyself from the gutter.
No, I think not.
I think I'll stay right here. Let's see.
Nah.
Yeah, Addie's just over there, just da. 6, 5. All right.
Yep.
Well then, there you go.
That's from the both of you. I want, in that case,
I'll be using that same action in every single one of them.
yeah. Go ahead and give me those rolls then.
Alrighty, so 3 of them.
I'm guessing
Wow.
I guess I do the same exact thing.
Ripperoni.
Pretty much. Mhm.
Alrighty, my
Plus-
turn.
Plus side, I'm a skill junkie. Downside, I can't roll for shit.
1, 2,
Uh,
3.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you're getting through here, it seems like most of the stuff has been ransacked on this area.
Oh, that's right. Berserker decided to absolutely dog shit and beat the shit out of Mother Nature.
But not just that, but well, that section, that whole thing, has all healed over actually, as the island has reverted back. No, Lancer has been around here taking all the good shit.
God, son of a bitch.
Okay,
late,
how
laddie.
are you moving, Lancer?
Mm-hmm.
How are you moving?
Oh, I guess I gotta, yeah, my path of action. So I get 3, right? Then that should be done. Yeah, something like that.
Well, okay. And you can give me the 3. Well, yeah, unfortunately, Saber, you're not able to track down anything that's particular use. It's mostly
Yeah, I
just
figured.
diffuse wilderness, and at one point you find a section of ruin that has been sunken in salt water and absolutely wrecked to pieces.
Oh! So I've
Oh.
stumbled across where the thing was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah. Funny how that works. Have I been missing anything in chat? I'm checking.
Hey, you should take a swim, Matt.
Thanks.
I could. I'd probably need a bath.
Fucking fate, man. Right, so, Lancer rolls pretty decent. Actually, not all that decent, considering he's +8. Still, regardless, above average. Yeah. As you are searching around a set of buildings, at one point, you leave Jean at the bottom, go climbing up one of the towers to try and get a better look around. When you see something, when a shadow is cast over you, and the entire area around you goes dark.
Oh boy, I climb up, shadow above. Oh boy.
Yeah. You look up, and there's a bird blocking out the sun.
Blocking. Oh boy.
It's a very when you get a second to look at it, it's hard to match perspective when all you've got is a blue sky behind it. But on closer inspection, that's a very big bird. That's an extremely big bird. That is a ridiculously huge bird.
I see.
And
Stab
it's
it.
as it moves
Can't
away,
reach it to stab it.
as it moves out of the way, and now the sun once more shines down on you, rise. And it continues, and then it starts to swoop and circle the building you're on. You realize this thing's about the size of a double-decker bus.
I see.
As this truly massive bird starts to circle you like a carrion vulture. And next session, when we pick up, you will be finding this incredibly massive bird. Would you like to try and give me a knowledge nature or knowledge arcana?
Knowledge and or knowledge or?
Knowledge. Sorry, I'm using older terms of phrase. Just Arcana or Nature.
Arcana or nature. Okay, so Arcana. Let's see which one's better.
The skills used to be referred to as Knowledge Arcana or Knowledge Nature or Knowledge Religion.
I
So,
see.
yeah.
So what I'm hearing is, I know the. Oh boy.
You know what this thing is?
My third.
There's
My third 20 for the.
yeah. You're in a fairly like desert-ish area with mountains and plains and a massive bird. There's only really one creature this could be. A rock.
A rock.
ROC.
ROC.
Or
Lovely.
Dwayne, if you're friendly with
A
him.
massive bird known for being able to pick up elephants in its talon and drag them and fly away to their nest. Beast.
Call a lancer an elephant.
Maybe. I mean, you are pretty heavy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I see how it is.
Lancer's
Yeah,
fat,
yeah, that
eats too
is.
much.
That lancer's fault is stressy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yes.
A rock.
Yes. With that, I think that'll do for the session today. As Lancer is about to face off against a rock. Yes, I've played too many systems. God, have I ever. I'm still a sucker for novelty, and I'll continue to do it. Also, Yimp, thank you for swinging on by. I think that'll do for the session. Next time we pick up, Lancer is going to be facing a rock, of all creatures. Saber is making his way across the countryside, and Archer, Assassin, Caster, and Rider are conspiring to ambush Berserker.
That's true.
Next session, when we kick off, then we will start with the rock fight, and then we will go to the confrontation between the quartet and Berserker. See who comes out on top.
All I gotta say is before the sun's, looks like Lancer's getting a chicken dinner.
Oh boy.
Just like in Board Game Online, Julian stacks up with buffs, and he doesn't even.
And that'll be one way to end this battle royale, is if Lancer gets her chicken dinner. Anyway, that said, thank you all very much for coming, both players and viewers alike. It has been a pleasure. It's been good to get back to it. I'm sad that I'm going to have to break it for another week next weekend, but I don't really have much other choice. But regardless, it has been fun to get back to Fate. Thank you all very much.
Holy shit, just started becoming a hurricane outside. Holy
Yikes.
For having us.
The temperature must
Thank
be
you for
fucking
having
with
me.
the air
man.
pressure.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah.
I'm happy to get back to it. For players here, I have no problem running a one shot or something next weekend if they still need an itch.
Be a good way to plug the hole while I'm gone.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yes. You can work on the what do you call it, the Genesis thing if you want.
That's very true. Speaking of which, we have our updated
Also, yeah, if you were going to be running a one shot that day, I might be able to join.
That'd be good. Yeah, I could do that. I'm thinking if I do run a one shot, I'll set it in Genesis Universe, but you don't have to play your characters that are created. Just make normal characters. I have a plan.
Okay. Right. So
just like standard characters, standard classes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
To finish off the night, Jules has gone and redeemed a self-care. Everybody sit up straight and drink.
Oh, good.
Any last
Alright, well,
sign-offs from folks or final comments, witticisms, wise remarks, one-liners?
Four of us are probably gonna die next session.
Someone's dying
Yeah.
next session, and I think I don't think it's gonna be me, thankfully.
No, someone is definitely dying next session. This is...
Either way, the Quake announcer is going to get to say first blood.
First blood. Yo, can someone commission? Can someone go on Cameo, please?
Well, it's fun, but I gotta skedaddle. Well then.
Take care, guys.
Oh,
You guys go about your days. Those of us in the Eurosphere, we will get some sleep.
maybe.
Maybe I'll
I
actually
will.
Perhaps.
Phantasm.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah, I will
Jim.
probably.
We saw
I'll definitely have to hop off because I got stuff I have to do.
Yeah, June, that's true. We saw 2 brand new Noble Phantasms this week for a total of 3 of 7.
That's true. Though I don't know if we could consider mine fully shook because I literally went boop, boop,
And then
turned
disabled
off.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
you opened up your reality marble, use it to displace the Falak, and then turned it off.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to use it yet.
You know what?
So,
You know what the great part is, and I'm sure you guys are really looking forward to that. If you really pressure Berserker on the next session, you may see her Noble Phantasm.
I'm looking forward to that
Right.
one.
Oh boy. Anyway, thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and redirect us and raid out. I'm gonna see if there's anyone in particular I want to send the support on over to. I think the Dungeon Lounge might be playing on the regularly
They
scheduled.
just went offline. They were playing
They,
Divinity
yeah,
2.
they're like Sasha is usually playing with her friend Licky Glock right about now with that. Unfortunate. Let's see. Mathis is playing Gary's mod. Interesting.
Ooh.
He's fucking around with a bunch of friends.
Self-care is needed.
Let's see. There's Steez is online. Steez Hornby, the Goblin Lich. He's a nice guy. He's got a very cool model. I've not actually gotten a chance to interact with him. Oh, Mitsuki.
No.
Hello.
Thank you for double self-care.
More self-care.
More water.
Cara de Hestia. She got a she went through an overhaul from a Gorgon housewife to a cyberpunk Gorgon. Hell of a change. Ophelia Spectre is playing Lego Star Wars.
I will never forgive the fact that that new Lego Star Wars game didn't have the character customization. That made me so sad.
Sad.
Yeah, talk about lack of an immersive online experience.
I know.
However,
but oh well.
My immersion in my Lego game.
I demand it.
Yeah.
Me too,
But
Ed.
You know what?
another game you could find an immersive experience with is
No,
Raid Shadow Legends.
no.
With everything you'd expect from a brand new RPG title. It's got an amazing story.
Lynn, I never
awesome
accepted
3D
the
graphics,
sponsorship.
PvP battles, hundreds of never before seen champions.
All right, okay, we're rating.
Voice and
We're rating. We're going. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
One second, I've got to.
Wait, no, don't send us to the Shadow Legends, Rami. We didn't mean it.
No.
Starting now will give you a huge head start. There's also an upcoming special launch tournament.
Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Thank you for dropping on by. We're starting the raid, starting the countdown. Thank you all very much. You've been wonderful. Never mind the shills that apparently I am playing with.
Download raid.
Lynn's just trying to get a sponsorship early, all right? She's...
Jesus Christ, not even an affiliate yet.
This stream is brought to you by Blue Apron.
No. See, Blue Apron is actually kind of respectable, and only it's isolated to the U.S. We wouldn't actually get that sponsorship over here. I would be okay with a Blue Apron sponsorship because like posted meal packets are actually pretty convenient and usable, and they tend to be fairly well formulated and healthy. Raid Shadow Legends is not healthy.
It's not healthy. It's a decimating, absolutely evil thing.
Horrible.
That's all right.
It's so bad. The drop rate's abysmal. Anyway, you guys take care. To my players, thank you very much for playing. To my viewers, thank you very much for sticking around. Those of you who came and those of you who have left. With that, raid out to Mathis. Give him your even if you don't stick around for too long, give him some love. He's a really nice guy. He's bombastic, Gold Dragon VTuber.
Very good.
Very into fighting games. If you like fighting games, he's your streamer. Anyway, we're reading out now.
Oh damn.
So long. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, Ray.
Later.
And that, good night, guys. It's been
Good
fun.
night, Rami. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for game, Rami.
To be gagged, even though we're gonna die next session.
What? No.
Someone's gonna die. We don't know who.
Yeah, like I said, I'm considering it like my use of my
Excuse
noble
me?
phantasm today is
No.
like a sealed
So,
Rungominiad from
Kara?
that fucking Waver
No.
Velvet anime. He didn't use it yet.
Oh
He
my
just kind of
Kara.
went, "Bloop, bloop."
Jesus is watching.
Quest, thank you for the
I'll say it to his damn
Fucking
face.
Julian pull off.
And Quest,
Okay.
thank you for the
Yeah,
wonderful
Charybdis.
sub.
I am
Enjoy
95.
your evening.
I,
Hello, pretty.
I-
Hello, Pillow Princess.
Sushi me.
That's
We're
good.
currently doing a good
Whoa.
old-fashioned
Wee.
I knew you were gonna take something
That's
else,
well,
Mike.
it's like actually
Nice.
This is awesome.
Julian.
Where is he?
a wonderful charity for
Well,